All right. Shit.
And we're all the way live.
Greetings, all you people out in the internet world.
Yeah. Been a crazy ass weekend, and we got some damn mild tornadoes coming my way. I think I seen a cow flying across the street, but we're gonna try to take through this.
We got quite a few storms coming.
And if you got epilepsy, you might want to turn this, or I can turn this shit off, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll just do that. I'll do it. Yeah. All right, we're good now.
So how is everyone?
Oh, pretty good, man. Yeah.
I know we had a brief chat before we come on, but
yeah, we always gotta do the fake thing, like, hey, how y'all doing? Even though we've been talking like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever.
do the professional thing, right?
Yeah, that's what everybody does, right?
But yeah, tonight we got some crazy ass films to review. All different quality, varies throughout.
Should we start with the first?
Yeah, A Dog's Way Home.
Yeah,
that's the first one. Did y'all get a copy of that one? We need to dig into this one. No.
Yeah, I've got that from years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, yeah.
Fuck, I think I'm in the wrong stream.
Right. But we got definitely this whole box set, every film out of here, we're gonna cover.
Yeah, that's volume 4. Yeah.
This is volume 4. I've forgotten the Gialli.
That's personally my favorite volume. I think of all 5.
Okay.
Yeah. I think everyone on there is like. Well, we'll come to that because I think we're going to vary in different opinions.
Oh yeah.
On different films.
I like 2 of the films out of this one, but we're gonna get to that.
Not bad.
2 out of 3 ain't bad, right? For me anyway. And then we got 1 out of this is volume 3, I believe.
Right. Yeah.
It's volume 3. We got Autopsy. It's that one right there that's on the cover.
That was the only one I had seen before.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so I like the reverse cover art on that too.
Right. Yeah. Nice.
Fucking killer, man. So
they didn't do the reverse art on all of them, though, did they? I was looking earlier.
I'm not sure. I haven't looked at every.
Arabella haven't got reverse art or anything.
Okay.
Well, it's got art, but it's not, like a cover.
Right. And then we're gonna cover 2 out of this one, and I picked these. These are my 2 came out of this box. The white dress for Marielle and Tropic of Cancer. So
that's another decent box, I think.
I got some comments. I see they done built up a little bit on us, so I guess that's okay when you got a 3-minute and 30-second intro, right?
That's good.
So I might need to shorten that. Y'all let me know if I need to.
No.
Might be a little aggravating, but let's see. See who's all here. Chris C. Good afternoon. Late day, everybody. Yeah, man. Good to see you here, man.
Hope you're good,
Wrangler. What's going on, man? Can't wait for this one. One of my favorite new genres I've gotten into the last few years. Yeah, man.
Yeah, we should put you straight on a few films. Get you intrigued in a few films, I think.
And I would just say before we start with all the films that this is a perfect example of Giallis that are so different that it's hard to even put it as a genre.
Right, yeah, totally agree, yeah.
I will actually say that one of the films we have seen now, I wouldn't even call a Gialli.
Right.
But, we come back to that.
I agree. And one of them in particular is not a, in my opinion, not a Giallo. But, let's see. Chris says, "Hi, Wild. Will you be dropping the Giallo knowledge today too?" Let's see. Texas. Hey, Chris. He's saying, "Hey,
man."
Holland saying, "Hey, what's going on, Holland?"
Hi, Holland. Thank you for sticking with us for 5 hours.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we had a 5-hour stream on Gizmo's channel last night.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. Top 10 animal. Covered all genres. So There was no restrictions. But of course, every title I picked, I think, was horror. Pretty much, well,
horror and exploitation.
Yeah, exploitation.
Yeah.
Beastmaster, I still consider that kind of horror. So, Don Coscarelli, it's got horror elements.
Yeah.
It's definitely sword and sorcerer, but
absolutely.
Let's see, Chris.
Yeah, I watched quite a bit of that. You had some good picks. All of you had different, and that was all different.
Oh yeah,
all different types.
It's pretty diverse. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I left some off on purpose because I've already talked about them not long ago. But in our reality, Jaws and Cujo would have made my list. But I just didn't want.
Yeah.
I didn't want to retread the same ground.
And like next week's show is going to be, I don't know what kind of way you're going to approach it. I don't know if everyone's going to be on the screen, but are you going to go for your top 5? Like without date your top 5, or are you going? Because I don't know what to do. Because I'm thinking I could display my top 5. But I spoke about them a lot before. Like it'd be like Tenebrae, Happy Birthday to Me.
That's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
But I might just pick 5 sort of lesser known titles and go with them. But I can still say my actual top 5 if that makes sense.
Yeah. We could always.
Yeah,
we could always say our true top 5 and then.
Yeah. Is Gizmo on next week for that one?
Yeah, if he wants to be.
It should be.
What's next? What's next week?
He's got an open door.
It's basically Chris said the subject is going to be 5 films that got giallo and slasher elements, but don't necessarily mean that they're a slasher or a giallo.
Or a giallo. Could be,
or it could just be a normal film with elements.
Right. It could be a thriller, some type of thriller movie.
Yeah.
Those
like Basic Instinct for an example.
Yeah, that's a great. Yeah,
that's a great example. Trying to think of something else.
There's a lot. I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm gonna probably pick 5 lesser known films. I think
Fatal Attraction could be. Too. Yeah.
But the thing is that it has to have something with slasher elements or gialli elements in it.
Basically, yeah. That's from what I can gather off Chris. Yeah, there's something like Tenebrae would be perfect. A Blade in the Dark, even.
That damn movie L that we just watched.
Definitely there's so many options available.
It definitely has elements, but like I said, I still want to try to cover, different films if we can.
Yeah, without going over the same ground. Yeah.
Right. Let's see. Where are we at? Lost my place. Where are we at? Oh. Just got the Dawn of the Dead, that Second Sight release, just because of the Argento cut of that. Yeah, I still need to see that, man. I haven't had a chance yet.
That's the best cut, yeah.
Chris, yo, Mr. Oates, we can begin. Yeah, Holland, man. You got Dr. Ordinary in here, man. Hell yeah.
Hi, man. Nice to see you.
What's going on, brother? Ryan's awesome, man. He's a good dude.
Yeah, seems nice. I never met him or streamed with him.
Yeah, we was doing all those top 5 streams on Alan's channel.
Yeah,
and he's a real doctor, man. He's out there saving people's lives
or killing people. We never know.
Yeah, maybe a mix of both.
Yeah.
Great to have you back, my man. Yeah, thanks. Good to be back. Miss y'all. Yeah, man. I'm going to pick up. I'm going to pick up an upgrade of that Chris I have. Okay.
We should do a stream with Dr. Ordinary one time where best 5 films that focus on hospital, doctor, or anything like that.
Yeah.
That would have been really cool.
Yeah. That'd be be a good one. Yeah.
There's a lot to take from.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And like I remember talking to him about one film from my childhood that really fucked with me. And I don't know if y'all have ever heard of this. It's called Coma.
Yeah.
That is it's an old one, but
sounds so familiar.
It's kind of a thriller in it.
Yeah. It's very, very odd tones. I mean, I just remember as a kid of being creeped out by it.
Right.
But let's see. It come on HBO and shit. But it definitely had some eerie vibes. I remember that score used to screw with me all the time. Let's see. Okay, people are talking back and forth. Okay. Wild Wrangler, Dirk, Q-Boy, and Gizbo. Yep. Oh, we got the great panel today on this subject. Oh, thanks, man.
Thank you, man.
Nice. Yeah, thanks.
I love that Volume 4 set. That's the first one I want to get into.
I just want to say one thing more, so people actually, because the only thing I've heard about the Forgotten Gialli sets are that they are trash, bad.
No,
but I would just say that's the thing I've heard on YouTube on all the streams. But I would say that it really shocked me when I got, because I think we are not going through the first one, and I didn't like the first one that much. The second one I thought it was a little bit better, or a lot better than the first one, and it just gets better and better. It's
each release.
Almost. There are some good ones in the one really good one in the second one. Third one, we get into this, but
okay. Yeah. Let's see. Wild Wrangler says watching Swamp Thing 2019 series, big in horror and body horror, DC Comics.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen the 2019. Is that the guy that played Jason in the Friday the 13th remake? I think he plays the Swamp Thing. But
I didn't know there was a series of it even. So
let's see.
I'm not following anything anymore.
Texas said I'll have to check that out. Damn Dirty 8, what's going on, man? Yo,
Hi,
watching the stream and Champions League final. Okay.
I love the picture he has.
Football's going on. In the UK, we got like football side now.
Okay, so Damn Dirty 8's from the UK. See, we're solving mysteries all the time. So,
well, we have the Champions League here as well, so it could be anywhere in Europe.
Okay.
Or in America, if it's smaller.
Do you follow football, Giz?
To be honest with you, and now I'm going to get a lot of haters. I fucking hate football.
Really?
I even like American football better than European football.
Hell yeah. Shit, yeah. You like the...
You find with like a lot of horror collectors not really into sports. I am. Look at my top, but I know Dirk is, but you find it's quite a common thing.
I like combat sports.
Yeah, me too. And I also like
NFL, but I'm not as big as I used to be in the NFL, but I think it's because I've seen some weird shit in the playoffs. Looks like fucking refs were paid and shit to me, and I'm not being biased. I've just seen it with other teams, not just my team. I've seen some weird shit, but kind of.
Yeah. Also, I always love individual sport better than team sport. So I was a swimmer for many years, and so it's like, I don't know.
Okay. Let's see. People are still talking back and forth. It can whatever you think, slasher and giallo element in it. So, okay.
Right. So seems cool. There's hundreds, thousands even that you could pick.
Hey, DDA.
I saw a slasher that I bet no one of you will have on your list. I saw this week.
I've seen that, before.
It's not terrible, but it's not good.
No.
It's a fun, bad 80s. Or 90s. Maybe beginning of 90s. I think it's 80s.
Chris.
I think it's 1989.
88.
88. So, it's one of those late,
No, 89. You're right. 89.
Chris says, I would love you to be in that, Gizmo.
Yeah, it would be fun.
Yeah.
As long as I'm not in the middle of the sale, I will be part of it. I can give.
Yeah, I have my 5 picks, so can be in whatever order you like.
Okay.
Let's see. So we'll start at 3, and then we'll go work our way to 5, and then back to 1. Y'all want to do it that way?
Yeah, anyway, yeah. I'll probably have a lot of honorary mentions as well.
All right. Let's see. One you will find interesting. Okay. I'd be down for that. That'd be a tough top 5, Dr. Ordinary says.
We can do it on my stream. Then it's, of course, top 10.
Yeah. Gizmo, it might be top 15 on Gizmo's channel.
Top 100 with 5 in the panel.
It took me 3 days to listen to him and Anthony stream. A damn 6-hour superhero stream.
What was it? Top 100?
Top 100 superhero films.
Please tell me you didn't go back and watch all of them.
Yeah, I listened.
Did you go back, Gizmo, and actually watch the 100 films?
No, of course. But I watched probably 20 films. I would say between 15 and 25. I don't really remember, but I remember most of them, and some of them has been part of my life for years.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, I got like me, like on this animal stream. There's no way I could have watched all those films like this week, but those films in particular are ingrained in my memory, like from childhood, and a lot of them. A couple of them weren't, but let's see. Jason 2009 is Swamp Thing. Yes, yeah, I thought so. I can't think of his name. I'm drawing a blank, but he played a damn good Jason. I thought in the remake. I thought he was he played Jason pretty damn good. I think he did.
It's crazy when you come on these, like when you're watching people do these streams, you know the names just like that, but when you come on camera, you can get like a mind block.
And he seems like a really good dude, when people meet him and stuff. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank, man. He's huge.
I am as well. I know him, but I just can't. Is it Derek Mears?
That's it.
Yeah.
He's like 7 foot tall, 7'2" or some shit. I don't know. He's huge. But Texas says just pre-order the Bruce Lee set from Arrow and one of my Holy Grail revenge films, Fighting Back. Okay.
It's sad that Enter the Dragon was not in 4K on the new set. That's the only one that's not on 4K, if I understood it.
What? That's insane. I think the Criterion Blu-ray set, and it looks fucking great, man. So
yeah,
I don't think I'll be upgrading. Bruce Lee's like big time nostalgia for me too.
Yeah, me too. The Big Boss.
Oh yeah, or Fist of Fury.
Yeah. I think Enter the Dragon is like most people's favorite from him.
Yeah, Return of the Dragon too. I really dug that one because Chuck Norris gets his ass whooped. Let's see. Damn Dirty Ape. Nah, I'm from Texas. Okay. Huh. All right.
I still love the picture he has.
Yeah.
It's from one of my favorite films.
Holland says, hell yeah, Gizmo, American football.
I don't know much about American football, but I'd rather watch American football than European football.
Oh, shit. Look at here. Texas says, lots of Texans here. Dr. Ordinary says, good UFC fight tonight. Nunez.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I hope she has a good comeback. So she already had, though. But
she's fighting the chick that took it from her, right?
No, is she? I thought she was fighting.
Okay, I've been out of the loop a little bit.
Maybe you're right, but I do think she already had the comeback. That combat fight. I don't really remember who she's for. Pina or something. I don't remember.
That's her. Pina is the one that took it from her.
Okay.
Good co-main, Oliveira versus Dariush.
Yeah, that will be the best.
Yeah, that'd be a damn good fight. Damn.
Grappler and jiu-jitsu.
So it's a pay-per-view tonight. It's got to be.
We get it for we pay each month. So then.
Oh really? Not here. You gotta do pay-per-views here. It's like.
But how much do you pay for one show?
About $80, man.
Oh shit. We pay like $30 for
unless
a month.
Unless you know a guy that knows a guy like me.
I know.
That's me too with the NFL dirt. Was watching the bare knuckle championship. Love that shit. Yeah, man. Top 100 superhero, great video. I do plan on doing my top 5 Argento. Then after that, I'm going to be doing my thoughts, reviews on the great Lucio Fulci films I have. Cool.
Nice.
I have something to say on that. We did like a top 5 Argento, didn't we, Dirk, one time?
We did a top 3. You remember?
Yeah.
It was so weird that we did a top 3, and it was like,
yeah, because I think if you do a top of Argento, you should do a top 10 because everybody will have the top 5 of him.
Well, if I do a top 10 Argento, then it's going to be the only 10 films that I like from Argento.
yeah, but that's
the
what
other
I'm
10,
saying.
There's 10 other films of Argento I don't give a shit about. Like, really, out of his 20.
It would be kind of cool to rank them all. Maybe just rank them all and do a video like
ranking. That. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'd be up for that. Yeah, big time.
Same with Lucio Fulci, because I know I have different films on my top 10 Dirk has for once, but we love, of course, most of his films. But
yeah,
right. And things change all the time, like with the rankings. Like for a couple of years, Tenebrae was my number 1 Argento. Now Suspiria's jumped back to number 1, so it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
The first 20 minutes of Suspiria is one of the best first 20 minutes of film ever.
Yeah. But there's other things that I've seen recently with Suspiria. It's just mind-blowing that I hadn't seen before. The shadows of the witches on the brooms in that damn courtyard. Have you seen that on the buildings? You'll see when you see like the camera panning like something's taking flight and it's coming after that guy with the dog, the blind man with the dog. You'll see the witches. You'll see the witches' shadows on their broomsticks. That created a whole different vibe for me, man. I don't know. I had never seen that shit before, and all the times I've seen Suspiria, but
I think I surprised quite a few people with my Argento, like certainly my top 10. So I'd definitely have the Stendhal syndrome in there.
Yeah,
I'd probably have Sleepless in there as well. And people would be like,
Sleepless is good. Yeah. Yeah, Sleepless is really good. That's probably his last good one, in my opinion.
I don't know. I like this. I like Black Glasses a lot.
Black Glasses wasn't bad. I gave it a 5 out of 10.
I haven't seen it yet. I need to get that soon.
Yeah, I gave it a 5 out of 10. It's the middle of the road. You know, it ain't horrible. I do need to own it though. I do need to own all Argento, by the way.
I don't think Giallo was bad either. It's just that it's lower middle in a way.
Adrian Brody, I don't know, man. Let's see, because WB owns that Bruce Lee movie. Okay.
I watched Giallo as a comedy film, to be honest, because I personally find it bad. But
what about 5 Days? I haven't seen that one. The 5 Days.
Never seen that one.
I thought it was okay. It's not a horror or anything. It's more
comedy,
like sort of. There's comedy elements in it, but it feels like a drama kind of film.
Let's see. Wild Wrangler says you're 100% right, Jason. Friday the 13th, 2009. Yep. What's your channel, Chris? Texas wants to know. Chrissy, Texas. Thanks. Going to subscribe. Top 10 would be hard for Argento Gizmo. In ranking, I mean. Okay. Suspiria is the greatest Italian horror ever made to me. Hey, that's a good one to pick, man.
It's the greatest film ever made for me. Well, probably up there for me.
Okay, yeah, that's right. That's your favorite film, period.
Yeah, it kind of goes with that. The Exorcist. On another day, it could be The Shining. There's
The Shining.
Original Evil Dead I like a lot. Don't Look Now as well. It's definitely top 5 for me easily. Just depends what day.
One that I just checked out not long ago, and we're kind of going off a tangent here, but The Haunting of Julia, man. I really like that damn movie, man. That was really surprising for me. Yeah.
That's basically so many similarities with Don't Look Now.
Yeah.
But you could watch them back to back.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up, because it's so. It really was good, man. Like
it's so underrated.
It's right there with The Changeling and Burnt Off.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I would put those 3 together in a group, but yeah, man. I don't want to stall too much longer. How y'all want to do this? How y'all want to kick this thing off? What film y'all want to start with? I guess.
I don't know. I'm spoiled for choice. I don't
know
about you guys, but I literally did that much research. Fucking like almost a book
Son of a bitch. No, my time has been stretched beyond.
Yeah, I understand. I won't mention half of that anyway, right? But it's something I like to do anyway.
Well, I'm glad you did because you got my back on this one. Because I mean, I got some
one
notes.
film. Go on, do it. Sorry.
I have some notes, but this week I was crunching, trying to finish a full interior, and I did finish painting it. So
no, it's hard sometimes to get them all in. There's one film I was going to mention that like in this list that I couldn't make fucking head and tails about what was going on at one point. I've watched it twice and still. Well, I'll mention it when it comes up. So
I already know what it is. We can start with it if you want to. Let's go with it. Tropic of Cancer. Is that the one? That's another one? Oh shit! No. What the hell?
Although that does sort of qualify as well. Yeah, in a way. I was thinking more Autopsy. The actual, I know.
Oh, Autopsy. Okay.
Yeah, I know the actual.
If y'all want to start with that one.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's the first release also from Vinegar Syndrome.
Okay.
Just get my notes up.
I think that's in the box, the third box or second or third box.
Volume 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this one here.
Yeah.
I think we've all probably got the same.
I was glad to get this from Alan.
For the Underground.
Oh, nice.
And the Blu-ray. But yeah, I don't know. I got mixed feelings about this one.
I dig it, man. I like this one, man, because it kept me. I wasn't 100% sure, so I didn't figure out the killer. I can't honestly say I figured out the killer.
Yeah.
So it did its job in that area. Also, I am kind of confused though. So maybe we can make some sense out of this shit.
Yeah, I hope you two can. But
like the opening though, I gotta give it props for the opening though, because it's fucking awesome. I like how it opens up. Yeah. All these fucking people are killing themselves and shit. Like, this chick just fucking slicing her shit, and the way the blood's hitting the camera, and it's like in your face, that cloud of red, and then that one dude puts a plastic bag over his head with a fucking rope. And he jumps in the fucking water, man. I just started laughing my ass off. I was like, oh, this is what we're doing? Okay. All right. And then you see some dead kids on 2 beds, and then the dude takes a fucking Uzi and starts fucking.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a sicko, man. I'm sorry. But I got a big old chuckle out of that shit. It was fucking.
So, was this my pick? I can't remember. I think it was on there.
I don't know, man.
I think it was my pick. This and
I think so.
You picked Autopsy?
Yeah. Do you want me to, so
I'm glad you did, man. I really dug this one, man, a lot.
I know it gets quite a lot of love from a lot of the Giallo, people community.
I've never
seen it. It just doesn't quite. I like it. I just don't love it. It doesn't quite do it for me in terms of. I think it goes somewhere different with it.
It's very confusing. I would say that shit. Because,
that's what.
Like right after the suicide scenes, then you got they're in a autopsy, like they're coroners, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
And the chick's like having hallucinations of all these dead people and shit, and they're all having sex with each other while they're dead.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on here, man? Like, it's like she's on some acid and shit. You start seeing like all these tracers.
So basically, do you want me just to go through the film a bit?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna peel back some. I just had to mention those two.
No, that's fine.
Because the way it starts out is fucking gold. I was like, it's got me in there. It's got me invested.
Yeah. Feel free to just chime in like we usually do on Eurocult. Right. So basically, we got like a rash of random suicides. An epidemic believed to be caused by sunspots. Whatever that is, I don't know, something to do with
like a heat wave is what I got.
Yeah, it's not quite an eclipse or anything, is it?
No, just it's so hot that people are fucking losing their minds. Is what I got.
Right, yeah.
So.
Yeah. So you got morgue student Simona, who's played by Mimsy Farmer, everyone I know from Four Flies.
Yeah.
She's confronted with, these nightly experiences like hallucinations and all that. She works at Dirk's Head in a morgue. And that opening scene, she's basically, the opening scene, you get all these people basically like suicide cases, and no one knows what the hell's going on. And yeah, so she's a morgue attendant. I'm trying to make this film, follow this film now, because
yeah.
So then there's a whole, like, this really strange relationship with her boyfriend, Ray Lovelock, who stars in quite a lot of these Giallos.
He's been in a lot of shit. He's been in some of the Policio Tedeschi films too.
Yeah, and you kind of wonder why she's with him. I don't know if you were thinking that, because he's such an asshole. And you can't quite put your finger on why he's like that. And then she's got this very strange relationship going with her father as well. That's kind of hinted on maybe like incest. That's what I got out of it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird too. Yeah.
But yeah, got a gorgeous score by Ennio Morricone. I think it's definitely, for me, the best thing about the film. I think Mimsy Farmer is probably one of the best. I think this and Perfume of the Lady in Black are two kind of masterpieces for me. Ray Lovelock's always good and everything. Apart from Murder Rock Mine, which Steve said from Dead Pit, didn't he, on the Eurocult, said he's good in everything, but not in Murder Rock. But yeah, it's kind of, we find out then it's kind of a weird one, because there's murders happening. We're not sure really what's going on fully.
You keep seeing this odd shit too, like this sunburst volcano looking weird thing. Like, I still don't know what the fuck that is. Do you?
I don't think is it properly mentioned?
No.
I don't think it is it?
I think it's just to explain that it's really hot, and
right.
people are going mentally ill. It ends that way, and also so.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So we do, like with the Mimsy Farmer character, I kind of got a vibe as well from Repulsion. Is she going off her mind? Is she going off her head? You just don't know what's going on. Is someone actually drugging her or anything?
I think this movie is the second most Repulsion-ish movie we have watched. I think there's one movie that's even more, but this was the second. This was the second best of all the films I've saw of these six. Right. I think. I love this.
Out of these, out of these, okay. Out of this six,
I love this film. It was really great.
Yeah, man, I think so too.
There's some weird things that go on in this film, though. We kind of got like the rape scene, the attempted rape scene as well, with that one creepy guy. He's another
corner, and he keeps commenting shit to her, and she's like not giving him any play, and he just keeps on and shit. And then she just fucking starts stabbing him with a fork.
Yeah, she goes full on psycho with him. But her boyfriend comes in then and breaks it up, and he comes out with this really stupid fucking line. He says something like, "Oh, you can't blame the bastard for trying." I was fucking laughing when I first.
Yeah, when he said that shit, I was like, "Huh? What the fuck?"
It's like, Italia.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, I couldn't imagine like if that happened to my wife, And now I'm like,
right.
You can't really blame him,
We got another character comes into it then, that like the priest who used to be like a race car driver.
Yeah, he was like a playboy race car driver. He had like an accident, didn't he? He was really probably fucking the whores and slamming Cadillac doors,
But he basically got gone through this whole trauma with, he had an accident, he ended up killing or paralyzing people and all that. Yeah. That's kind of like a little subplot to it. But and then you got her dad as well, who's actually the guy who's actually the priest in Don't Look Now. So that's where I recognised him from. And
shit! Okay, it's been a minute.
I think it's brilliant in Don't Look Now as that priest character. I don't want to go off on a tangent. But then you got like his business partner, and like again, like I say, all these deaths going on. And then this is where I want your obviously Gizmo probably liked this more than us too. But it kind of gets convoluted. Then I can't work out all the kind of reasons for it. I know it's to do with an inheritance or, you know, a letter, disinheritance letter. But the actual things that come up to lead up to that, I think I need to watch it again.
I can give you my thoughts on it quick.
Yeah, go on, yeah.
I think it's two films put together in one here. I think you have this film about people going mentally ill, and that's also the main character in the plot. She is like a hallucination through the entire story. And I just think it's kind of saying something about either the environment or something about that we are destroying the world and everybody's getting an effect out of that. You know what I mean? So that part of the story with the woman hallucinating and everything, I think was brilliant. That was probably the thing that took this film from being like a really, really generic Gialli film to become something that Fulci could have made or something like that. It actually felt sometimes like a Fulci film, especially the dream sequences when she sees that sculpture or what it is, like not sculpture, but that doll that has that shotgun and it blows the head off.
Man.
I was laughing out loud.
Yeah, I laughed my ass off on that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking like great. There's some good shit in this movie, man, for real.
And it's there's a lot of good shit in there.
The flow with the camera was amazing. It's I think this is also the most expensive. I don't know this. This is just I haven't read about it, but I do believe that this must be either the most expensive film or the second most expensive film, because there is another here also that looked really expensive. But I do think this must have cost a lot to make. It's a lot of. It feels like almost Steadicam, but Steadicam wasn't around back then. So
especially with everything you see like in the morgue with all the body parts and shit like that. A lot of that shit. I mean, I'm guessing that's like real shit. Some of it, some of the intestines and brain matter.
There was a rumor going around at the start of the film they actually were attending to real bodies. I don't know how true that was, but I know there was a big rumor.
I can see it, man, because I kept looking. I'm always paying attention to shit like that. When I see a dead body, if the fucking breathing, I'm always paying attention to see if they're breathing, because you'll see it in a lot of these old Gialli films where they're fucking breathing and shit. You're like, what the fuck? You're supposed to be dead, motherfucker. But
was something that made me think about this was, you have seen Sinister, right? 2009, 11 or something film.
Yeah.
They use that slow-mo effect there where they film the kids with slow-mo, and they do it kind of green screen, but it's not green screen, so they put them in the same shot as him walking in normal speed, so it kind of gets really creepy. They do it in this film as well. Well, they use the dead people having sex and all of that shit.
Because
when you see her in the front and you see them in the background, you see they are in distorted kind of slow-mo. So I don't know how they filmed it, if they did it actually like sort of a green screen, or if they had cut the picture in two like they did before,
like layered it or something.
Not layered, but they you know, if you film up, if this is the screen we're seeing here right now, they just film it two times with something happening on the behind and something here, and then they just smack the picture together.
Right.
So I don't know, but it was really well made.
Yeah, when I seen that shit, it was like psychedelic, trippy shit going on. So.
I think like one of the best scenes as well, like I think Ismo touched upon, was the crime museum scene where like the imagery and she gets stalked. I think is like, for me, one of the best scenes of the film. Then obviously that gunshot, you know, blows a dummy's head off, and
yeah, man, that shit.
But it's kind of really creepy at first.
I was laughing out loud.
Yeah, I was too. Yeah, I laughed my ass off. And I just got through watching it, so it's like the one that's the freshest on my mind.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, you hadn't seen it before, Durko?
I'd never seen it. No.
Oh, that must be a blast. The first time.
Yeah, I've never seen that shit.
Man. This is one I'm going back to.
A lot of these I haven't seen, man. A lot of these Forgotten Gialli, I haven't seen.
I'd seen it once before because I got a DVD, but I've never really kind of put it up there with some of the best. I've always been like, oh, it's kind of okay. It's never one I go back to or anything. But now, listening to Gizmo and, I might even go back and try and make a little bit more sense.
I'm gonna definitely
what's going on.
I definitely will, because I dug it, man, a lot. It's got.
But we got to mention the end scene as well, man. I think that's some of the best stuff in a Giallo film. The actual fight scene and the stunt work. Yeah, I thought, and we get to see a dummy death at the end, but it's actually done quite well. It's done a little bit better than what Fulci would do.
The dummy
yeah.
fall? Yeah.
Because
I was waiting to laugh at that. I was gonna laugh at that. I was like, I'm finna laugh my ass off with this bullshit ass dummy. And it actually looked pretty good the way they cut it. And
it did, yeah.
But that since it was moving in the ending, that I was just thinking, oh, now they're going overboard here.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think so. His brain should have been splattered.
And he was lying like this, on top of that.
I thought he was going to get up and start walking off.
Yeah. Have either of you seen his other? He made another Giallo, Armando Crispino, the director, called The Dead or Alive.
No,
from 1972. It's kind of, I got kind of the same vibe. It's kind of doesn't quite do it for me. But I know one of our previous guests, Richard from Hello, This is the Doom Show. He really likes that film. So I would definitely say to both of you to maybe check that out. It's called The Dead or Alive.
The Dead or Alive? Okay.
Yeah, 1972. So if you get a chance, try and dig it out.
Yeah, I looked him up. I think he did a war movie also. I'm really loving the war films. So I really want to check that out too.
But yeah, like I say, I got mixed feelings, but the score, the music as well, man, from Ennio Morricone is phenomenal. That actual theme, it varies a little bit during the film. It's fantastic. So there's a lot I love in the film. Just as a whole package, doesn't quite get to the top level for me. But all the acting and all that, I thought was top notch. Can't argue with any of it.
Yeah, I think all the performances are great.
And Can I just ask a question? Sorry, I cut you off, Doc.
No, go ahead.
I was just asking Darren a question about where do you rank the movie Body Puzzle?
Lamberto Bava. I like it. I think it's very trashy at times. Like probably more fun than it is serious. But I really like it a lot. It wouldn't make my top 50 Giallos or anything, or maybe not even my top 100, but it's definitely worth a watch. I do like it. Yeah.
But the reason why I ask is because I put this film in the same kind of category, because this is also so crazy and you can't really get a grab on why things is happening and you can't believe in anything either, So it's but for me, those kind of Giallis are the best ones for me. And I know that Giallis are kind of split in two, because you have the people who really like the crime story part of the Giallis and kind of not crime, but how you say, like the investigation part of the Giallis, and the serious tone. And I like the serious tone, but more of the slapstick kind of vibe, like the Body Puzzle or this one or
what's that other Lamberto Delirium?
Delirium also, yeah. I love that because it entertains me through the entire film, and I don't even understand what's going on in the head of the directors, So, and also the Fulci movie, the serial killer, where he's cutting up the meat from the people and eat it.
Touch of Death.
Touch of Death, yeah.
Okay.
I also like that a lot because it's kind of like the silly kind of touch of Gialli. So that's my style, but it's kind of separated. I see most people like.
A lot of people want a resolution too, though. Like, they want the resolve, the at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Like I think this one kind of it does sum it up. This one does. Autopsy. I mean, as far as like. You figure out what the fuck's happening. There is one of these films that don't, though, that we're going to talk about.
Right. Yeah.
And I love that about it. The ambiguous, not not just telling you what the fuck's going on.
Well, you know that we have talked about this before, Dirk. The 72 or Fulci made that film, the most famous Gialli film he made.
Don't Torture
a Duckling.
Don't Torture a Duckling. Yeah.
Masterpiece. Yeah.
I know, but I think it's okay. I don't love it.
Shit, man.
But it's yeah, I know, but it's because I think I'm more into New York Ripper because it's more fun. It's more.
Oh yeah, it's a different vibe. Completely.
It's a vibe, yeah. The vibe difference that makes I love New York Ripper, but I think Don't Torture a Duckling is good. It's not great. It's good in my book. So it's I think that's just the flavor of how you love Giallis.
Right. I like that setting though in Don't Torture a Duckling. I like that whole setting.
Right. Yeah.
And Umberto Lenzi did it too with like Knife of Ice. You know, that old country out of the city kind of vibe. I don't know.
The problem I have with Don't Torture a Duckling, just to say that, I don't want to ruin the film for anybody who haven't seen it, but it's so easy to know who's the killer in that film, and the whole movie is kind of. Yeah, we were 3 people seeing it together. I had seen it before though, but I understood it, and both of them understood it like 45, 50 minutes out in the film.
Okay. Well, if you hadn't seen a bunch of Gialli though, and
maybe
say this is one of your first ones.
Yeah.
You know, for me, it wasn't so easy to figure out the first time I seen it.
No, me as well. I don't think I got it. I don't think I figured it out.
But now, when you watch a Gialli, you know, you're suspecting. You know what I'm saying. I'm not going to ruin it for nobody.
No. There's definitely. You're
usually going to suspect that one guy, but like that's what I loved about Autopsy, though. You know, because it kind of flipped that shit on its head a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's always, if there's a priest in a Gialli, 90% of the time that's the killer. But
right.
So.
But yeah, like I say, you could do a lot worse than what, you know, if you're starting to get into Gialli. I know Chris C is starting to get into the film. You could do a lot worse than Autopsy. I would pretty much.
I would say this is a great one.
That's what's so good about these streams. You know, everyone's got different opinions.
I gave this I'm just ranking them out of 5. I mean, I don't know how y'all want to rank them, but I'm giving this a 3 out of 5.
I give it a 3 as well on Letterboxd. It could, it could go a bit higher in another viewing, maybe. But
I give it a solid 3 out of 5 though. On this
definitely.
One. Let me see. Let me get to the chat right quick. Ice Buoy. Evening home slices. Yeah, man. Good evening. Glad to have you, man.
Yeah.
Heroic Waffles. What's up, gentlemen? What's going on, man?
Hi, man.
Cool ass name. Let's see. Holland saying hey. Everybody saying hey. Chrissy says I love New York Ripper. Yeah, man. I do too, man.
A great film.
I have the 4K. Yeah. Are there any comedy Gialli?
80% of them are kind of comedy.
yeah. I would even go as far as to say like Eyeball is kind of
There's a lot of tongue in cheek comedy, really.
And if you want to call Nightmare Beach or what's it called?
Yeah, Nightmare Beach. That's a more slasher, but
it's
Gialli. What's that one we did not long ago on the cult? You're a cult. Damn. With Edwidge Finnick. It was one you picked.
Was it Strange? No, not
no.
Not Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward.
No.
The Case of the Bloody Iris.
That's it. Case of the Bloody Iris. That's like slapstick comedy kind of going on. It kind of pisses me off though. I ain't gonna lie. Some of it don't work, you know, like the damn detective, you know, he's collecting stamps and shit. He's worried about his stamp collection. I'm like, what the fuck, man? What does that got to do with anything? But
Argento puts in quite a bit of comedy in his films as well.
Like Deep Red, that Deep Red cut, it don't work for me either.
It don't work for me either. No.
The Dario,
the longer cut. I'm not a massive fan of that film, actually. A lot of people will be shocked at that. I do
Deep
like
Red.
it, but it's not.
I respect Deep Red.
Right up there for me.
I respect the shit out of Deep Red. I mean, technically it's like one of the best, but
technically it is the best. It is the best Giallo ever made, but it just doesn't really. I don't know. I just find much prefer if I have the choice to put Tenebrae on. Or Third with the crystal plumage, I prefer. As well.
Yeah, that one. You got Fulci.
That's the Fulci bobblehead.
Fulci bubble. Let's see. Chris says, "Money Flies" is a comedy.
Four Flies is the on there.
Oh, okay. Oh, Four Flies is a comedy. Yeah. The Editor is a great Gialli send-up, and it's a comedy. Yeah, it's like a homage. Like a homage, Giallo. Yeah, but
it's one I want to see. Yeah,
definitely. I still haven't seen it, Editor. I got that one. I'm drawing a blank. Never mind.
I mean, if you want to go comedy, I would gather. I would maybe, like Chris has probably seen Pieces. I would imagine. That's kind of unintentional comedy. That's
Pieces.
Yeah.
Just
looking at see if I can see any more.
The most fun Gialli I've seen in my life is actually Body Puzzle. I think it's fun from beginning till the end. It's so many weird. When the front cover of that film has a briefcase, the poster art, and the briefcase is presented in the film like the most important thing ever. They put it. If I spoil something, no, sorry, but the killer has put the briefcase in the refrigerator of the woman.
Yeah.
And there is a scene where you see the killer is sneaking inside the house, like stealing the briefcase and running away. And nothing makes sense at all, because why do you want to show people that scene? And why the fuck did you put it in the refrigerator from the beginning? It's so many questions. So we were just laughing and laughing.
I love those type of films as well, where you can just sit back and not worry about the plot or anything. Just fucking go with the ride. Go along with the ride.
Yeah, just turn your brain off.
Yeah.
But totally then I like the ones where it's like, no, son of a bitch, you need to pay attention.
Yeah, something like The Psychic, where you've got to be paying attention every detail.
I can go both ways on that kind of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, we're fans, and we like all types.
Let's see. Chris says if they took out the stupid Godfrey thing in Four Flies, it would be higher up on my Argento list. It's almost a perfect Gialli.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Four Flies a lot, man. I actually like Four Flies the most out of the Animal trilogy.
I'm starting to hear that quite a bit now, where people call that new set and they really dig it.
I've always said that, and it hadn't changed. It has never changed. So, and Cat of Nine Tails, of course, is the last for me. But
that's Cat of Nine Tails for me is one of his worst films.
Mm-hmm.
But Four Flies is solid. Obviously, I would put Bird above it, but it's definitely solid.
Right.
And that Four Flies release is actually in London as we speak, so hopefully I should get that next week.
Okay. Awesome.
There's going to be a release. I don't want to go off topic or anything. Of a lesser known Giallo come the end of the month. So it's going to be announced. It's going to be on 4K. It's called Cold Eyes of Fear. Have you seen that?
I have it. I have seen it, but I don't remember it. I have it from Black House.
Yeah. But it's coming out now on UK. Is it one of the big UK? I don't think I'm not sure if it's 88 or 101 or anyway. So I might be getting that, and I might get Dirk a copy of it just for helping me out.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure. I will check it out, but I think that's one of the one I have a double of that I will send you, Dirk. I sent you the list. I think that was one of them.
Okay. Cool, man.
Yeah, like you say, if he wants a 4K, well, I'll get it for Dirk. It's entirely up to you.
Who's releasing it on 4K? You said.
I'll have to look. It's one of the top.
What is this movie?
Cold Eyes of Fear.
Okay.
Let me just have a quick look. It's it's like a mega release. It's got everything. It's a limited edition, 4K and everything. I know Steve on Eurocult don't like the film a lot, and some people like say
there's a lot of things Steve don't like that I love. So
Yeah. Some people say like maybe it's not a Giallo. I think it is.
It's Indicator.
That's right. Sorry. Yeah. And it looks like a really good release. So yeah.
And y'all know, man, if y'all ever need something, y'all just hit me up, man, and I can make it happen.
Yeah. And I got tons of like stuff that's not even out on DVD even. So if any of you guys, I'm gonna like obviously when I send that to Dirk, I'll send you a ton of like DVDs as well of some of the rare stuff.
Right.
And then I got tons of that stuff. Gizmo, if you ever needs a film, or just let me know and I'll see if I got it. You're welcome.
Yeah, that's nice.
I got tons of them.
If y'all don't mind, man, I gotta take a small break, but I will be.
No problem, man.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And then we can jump on to whichever one y'all want to talk about next. We can talk about Sister of Ursula or Killer is Still Among Us.
Yeah, I'm easy, man. But
I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem, Dirk. Do you have a lot of fun watching these then, Gears, over the week?
If I had
a lot of fun watching these,
yeah, I thought so. I thought it was a lot more fun than I was expecting, because I like, as I said, the first set I didn't like that much. I don't even remember which of them I liked. I think that police title film was really not my thing. Plumbering in the Dark or something.
Yeah. I've never seen that one. I've heard bad things about that, so I've never bothered.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Is Trauma in that one?
Trauma is in that one, and that one I had seen before.
That's not a bad film. It's not great, but I'd say it's not bad.
It's the best in the first one, the first set, but it doesn't say much because, as I said, I didn't like it. But then I watched the second set. I'm just so bad with. I have it here. I'm just so bad with the titles.
I think is My Dear Killer in the second one.
I think so.
Yeah, that's probably the standout title of that box.
Let's see, because you have in the second one you have Girl in Room 2A. I liked.
That's a good one. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
And My Dear Killer I like, but I didn't like the French Sex Murders, and I know many people like it, but I didn't.
I kind of like that because I thought it was like different. It was filmed in Paris, wasn't it, by the Eiffel Tower? It's got like a Dirk Bogarde look-alike actor.
Yeah, I don't remember much, but I remember I didn't.
Yeah, I think Barbara Boucher's in it as well. I think I'll have to. I remember liking it, but definitely been years. Been like 10 years since I've seen that.
An Autopsy is, of course, in Forgotten Gialli Volume 3, and I already told you I like that a lot. And Murder Mansion I saw, but I don't remember. I need to go back to it, and I haven't seen that Crazy Desire of a Murderer yet.
I watched Crazy Desires of a Murderer last week.
Okay.
And it's I don't want to go overboard on it. It's solid. It's decent. It's a lot better than a lot of people have been reviewing it and saying it's shit. And, what was the other one in that set then? That you said?
Murder Mansion.
Murder Mansion. That's one I like as well. I think that's more like a Spanish.
Really good things about Murder Mansion.
I like that. It was good.
I'm getting hyped to check them all out, man. Because I said, most of these Forgotten Gialli, I haven't seen most of them. So,
but that was the one I don't remember much from. But I think I liked it a lot.
I'm surprised at the prints of these films as well. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Except for that police film, that's it's good, but you can see that they didn't have a good negative on that one.
Which one?
No, I need to see that one. Police is blundering in the dark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, man, I guess we'll get to which one y'all want to go. Sister of Ursula?
I picked Autopsy, didn't I? So I picked Sister of Ursula. So if you guys want to do one of your picks,
go ahead. Gizmo, which one you want to talk about?
I think I picked that Arabella, and I picked The Killer is Still Among Us. Is that right?
Yeah.
we can talk about the best movie of them all, Arabella.
Oh shit! I'm gonna tell you, man. I checked out on that fucking movie.
Yeah.
I watched about 30 minutes, and I was like, motherfucker.
You're missing out, man. You should go back to that.
I will just say quick first that the weirdest thing with that film is that for me, it didn't feel like an Italian film at all. It felt like an American film back in the beginning of the 90s, like a TV movie in America,
right? That
was focusing on this kind of, the softcore aspect of.
It was like a porno without the dick and the pussy.
Yeah,
definitely an erotic.
Without it was like Skinamax, man. It was like, I'm telling you, when I was a kid, I was sneaking around watching this shit at, night. It was at one of them kind of films, like.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this, man? This ain't no fucking
It's fucking completely fucking batshit crazy. Right from the
whole scene, like, I think I checked out when I seen the chick. Well, no, it was after that, but like the cop fucking is like arresting her and shit, right?
Yeah.
And then he just
I thought you would have liked it.
Fucking her up against the car. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like.
Honestly, I really enjoyed it. Right. I've seen it before. I've seen it on a bootleg, like about a year or two ago before this came out on Vinegar Syndrome. And I remember seeing on the Eurocult podcast, I really enjoyed it.
And like the chick's walking up the stairs, and this one chick's got like some kind of fake dick with a fucking, it's lit on fire.
Right. Yeah.
She blows that shit out.
Yeah, there's like a pegging as well in silhouette.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird. But it just goes straight for it from the fucking start. It's
man. It is
fucking bonkers.
Yeah, it's out there, man. It's like I felt like I was some kind of sex fucking I don't know, man. Sadomasochist shit. I mean, the Gialli are erotic, but this shit was like, I give this motherfucker a 1 out of 5. I mean,
wow.
Yeah.
I think I'll give this like either a 7 or 8 out of 10. I'm completely on the other end of the spectrum.
So that'd be like a 4 out of 5.
Might be a 7. Might be a 3.5.
3.5. Yeah.
It's fucking nuts. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
where'd you start?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. It just didn't work for me. That's just one of them,
For me, it felt like, back in the end of the 80s, beginning of the 90s, all the gay people were like hiding their secrets and stuff. And so they had like these clubs and stuff like that back in the days.
Yeah.
And it was kind of, and there is a bunch of films like that takes up that. There's a Swedish miniseries called Turken till Tårer utan handskar. And it's like, it felt like a story kind of similar to that. But the problem I had with the film, to be straight
there is
out,
no story.
There is kind of a story, but the problem, like I said, I have with the film is that the actress, she should never have been, in my opinion, should never have been cast in this film, because this is just my opinion. I don't think she fits the look of the character she's
not a very good actress either,
and that's also true.
Yeah,
but
she was like a Playboy model or something. I was reading more than an actress.
I could believe that.
Tino Casino's her name.
Right.
She's only done one other film in the horror genre. I think it was like Nightmare in Venice from 1989. I've never heard of. Yeah, she's definitely not a great actress. I'll give you that.
Yeah, it was bad. And then like the shit with her husband, he was all fucked up, and like it showed why he's fucked up. Because she's giving him a blowjob is why he got in a fucking wreck. And
it's fucking bonkers, man.
Paralyzed and shit. And then she fucks people where he can see her fuck them. And then fucking kills them, Like, what the fuck kind of shit is this?
Did you realize this was actually from the same guy? Is this Stelvio Massi who directed 5 Women for the Killer? That's recently come out. Yeah.
Really?
And it's so poles
That's
apart.
Way different, man. I like 5 Women. I liked it better than this. I at least give 5 Women probably a 2.5. I give it a 2.5 out of 5.
He was a cinematographer on The Case of the Bloody Iris as well. I was reading.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, camera work fine. You know,
yeah.
The performances suck. The story's shit. In my opinion, I didn't finish the movie, to be fair. But
you need to watch it. I think.
I feel like I've seen enough. I felt like it was just going to get worse. So I don't know.
It kind of does get worse, but in a good way for me.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna stop shitting on it, man. All right.
And then you've got Evelyn Stewart plays the mother. She's in quite a lot of these Giallo films.
Yeah.
And I think she's in one we're going to mention.
I've seen her. I got that far. I got about 30 minutes into it, 40 minutes, something like that. But yeah.
But yeah, you kind of know once you get to that cop part where he's fucking raping her.
Yeah.
Up against the car, you kind of know what you're going to get into.
Well, you do anyway. Then he comes back for more to bring her purse, and then he wants to get it on some more and shit. And then she's like, then she kills his ass. You know, it's fucking.
Didn't you like the actual Giallo killer parts of it though, with the scissors and all that?
I don't think I got that far. Did I?
Oh right, yeah.
I seen her kill him she hit him in the head with some shit or something.
Oh yeah, you didn't get that far.
And then she goes and lays up with her husband, and
right.
He's all
there is like a killer basically knocking off all these people who are kind of what's the word? They're kind of related to the lead actress in some kind of way, or you know, or the actual her husband who's the paraplegic or whatever in the wheelchair. I kind of like that, you know. It's quite graphic as well because you've got a scene where this guy has his dick cut off, in which we kind of see the aftermath, and it's not fucking good. It's kind of gross.
Yeah.
There's so much different shit in there.
I think the whole thing with me with that is just I was expecting it to be a Giallo, and I think it's like it wants to be a Giallo. Kind of wants to be a Giallo, but it's more like a, you know, cheap ass late night sex flick on cable television.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking about it. Gizmo, what do you think about it?
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep vomiting all over this fucking movie. So
I already said it. I think that the movie struggles with two things. One of the things that I don't care about the lead lady at all because they just jump into it's almost like the movie starts in the middle of the journey, and I don't understand why I should care for her, why I should follow her, because she's also like I said, I don't think she was wrongly cast because she doesn't have much sympathy to herself. And the worst thing was because I do like the opening when she goes into that dungeon kind of place where everybody is crazy as fucking doing all things, you know?
Yeah.
I do like that scene because it was just, what are we here now? Why? And but I don't know. It feels rushed, really rushed, and normally I'm a big fan of those films that Dirk was talking about. You know, those films from the end of the 80s, beginning of 90s, cheap-ass American films that came out, hundreds and hundreds of those kind of sexploitation vibes in them. But it just feels like a little bit like I have with Enigma from Fulci, where I think that he missed the kind of mark. I do get enjoyment of Enigma, but
I can watch Enigma.
Me too, but I do think Fulci missed his mark with that film, what it was trying to do, in my opinion, at least.
Enigma really feels like a fucking Phenomena ripoff in a way.
In a way,
yeah.
But you know, with the Gialli stuff with this film, I was watching it for like 45 minutes and thinking, why is this a Giallo? And suddenly they have that close up with a hat where he puts the glove on, or what you call that. And that's the perfect image, you know, of a Gialli, like where you have the black gloves and everything. But there wasn't like any build-ups or anything like that. So I was just waiting for something mysterious to happen, and it was just sex and nothing more. So I don't know. It wasn't for me, but I wouldn't give it a 1. I would give it a 3 out of a 10. Strong 3 out of a 10.
Yeah. Oh, 3 out of 10. Okay.
There's so many batch of crazy
like a 1,
scenes.
Right?
Remember the one scene?
I give it a 1 out of 5. So.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. There's one scene where this guy in the wheelchair is basically going down on her, giving her oral sex, and the mother walks in, and she's like, "Oh, okay, I'll come back later." Or whatever. So just casually, like they do that every day of the fucking week. It's so funny. And then you got the old lesbian cop as well, stereotype, and the whole childhood trauma bit, which I kind of liked in the right. You know, I know this is not high ad or anything, but I just fucking love it for what it is. You know. I would definitely say to Dirk to maybe go back and give it a proper watch. But you know, just I don't know, with a few people around you and just have a laugh at it, really.
Right. But I do think, you know, in Giallis, normally when the Giallis are in the middle part of good or bad, you know, they normally have like a great ending. It's like when I talked to you, Dirk, about that film with where all the old people is having sex with one young girl. Butterfly. No, what's the name of it?
Not the Bloodstained Butterfly.
Is it in the Bloodstained Butterfly where it ends with the group sex with the old people, or is that? No, that's A Short Night of Glass Dolls.
Yes.
Oh right, yeah.
Short Night of Glass Dolls. Yeah.
And we were talking about that, and if that scene wasn't in the film, I would think the film was like a 2 out of 10. But when that scene arrived, it bumped up to like strong 6 out of 10 for me, or maybe even 7. I love the film, and but this film opens with a scene like that with a dungeon. So when you go from here, it's hard to go up, you know. Yeah. So they should have ended the film
load at the beginning.
Yeah. So they should have ended the film with something spectacular like that. In my book.
Yeah. Like the reveal of the killer as well. I kind of knew you could see that was coming, but that doesn't bother my enjoyment of films. I know Dirk does spoil his enjoyment sometimes.
He doesn't know. He hasn't seen the complete film.
No, from other films like he's mentioned in the past.
And I usually don't check out on a movie, but it just looked like the same shit I've seen a million times. You know, late night television.
Yeah.
Like some of those damn low rent fucking softcore porns, man. Just I don't know.
It basically is, it's a crossover, isn't it? Giallo and porn, really. It's not going to be for everyone.
And there's a reason why you don't show BDSM in films normally, and also latex on female bodies. It looks cheap in films. That's Fincher did it perfectly in 7. He kept it hidden with darkness and stuff like that when they are at the strip, not at the porn shop or where it was, because everything that glows of costume shit looks really cheap, and they did that in the opening sequence through the entire sequence. So
that would be a good one.
Okay, this is what we're doing
for next week. But yeah, like I say, you know what you're going to get into when, within 5 minutes of watching it, like you know if it's going to be for you or not. I would urge people to just give it a go. But
I would have gave it a fair watch, but also, like I said, this week my time was very limited, so I was like, do I need to waste my time on this film? And I just had those vibes. I don't need to waste my time on this fucking film.
No, that's fair enough.
I don't know, but I mean, I'll give it a fair watch. I just didn't have the time to do it. You know, at least I tried though, and I did fast forward through to see if it got better, and I was like, it looks like the same fucking shit. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's just it's not going to be for everyone at all.
Let's see. Ice Bowie says his dog needs to take a dump. Is that a Jamie Foxx bust on the left? Shit's creepy.
Yeah, it is.
So would Cruising be considered a light giallo in regards to gay nightclubs, sleaze, and killings? I've never seen Cruising.
Cruising is definitely a giallo / across. Because I was going to say just earlier when Gizmo mentioned 7, that could be included next week, really. But Cruising definitely good.
Okay.
You've got to see that. I know I keep telling you, you've got to see that film. It's fucking superb.
Here's my wife giving me some love. Love you too,
Hello.
Thanks for checking it out. Chrissy said, hey. Everybody saying, hey. Yeah. But yeah, man. Yeah. But I got stacks of shit I need to check out. I know cruising. I've heard a lot of stuff about it, but never.
It's
never
not one you're gonna want to sit down with your missus with or anything. Cruising, it's fucking, it's crazy. But I think it's such a strong film. And you'll probably, I'm not going to spoil anything in saying this, but it's like an ambiguous ending, which I think Dirk would like as well.
Yeah.
So definitely. I might bring it up next week for sure. I might even cover it. See.
Yeah. Well, which one y'all want to move on to? We done covered it.
Autopsy, I'd say.
We went from here to here. Now what do y'all want to do? No.
We take one of yours now.
This is my opinion, though. But how about Killer Still Among Us, man? I really like that movie.
Wasn't that Gizmo's pick?
That was my pick.
Yeah, it is his pick. But I'm just judging the films to be fair. Like my two picks, they're okay. They're okay.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
Killer Still Among Us is probably the one out of all these that I like the most. To be honest.
Right. Okay.
I really dig this movie, man. I really do. But so it's there's this chick, Christiana. She studies criminology. There's a coroner. His name's Alex. So I mean, it's like the quickest love. She falls in love so fast with him, which I thought was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But it gives her more access to study, to do her criminology or whatever. And there's a murderer going around killing couples that are having sex. And
that opening scene is just like anything out of any 1980s slasher.
Yeah.
Fantastic. With they're in the car on Lover's Lane.
Yeah, I get the Son of Sam vibes.
Yeah.
Big time. Like what was his name? The Son of Sam. Damn, I can't think. The serial killer. I can't think of his name.
But, yeah, I can't.
But
this was actually based on a real true crime story.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like a bit of a weird one because they did get 3 men for it in 1996. They went to trial and everything, and it was a big thing in Italy at the time. And they're still not even sure they got the right people. So whether that, the killer just ended up stopping or whether, he died or it's not known. I don't think what I'm trying to say is I don't think there's a definitive answer to who the monster of Florence really was.
Okay.
But there's a great, I just want to quickly,
there's
another film, right, made in the same year called The Monster of Florence. It's called Night Ripper as well, but don't get it confused with the Night Ripper from Vinegar Syndrome because it's not that.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Night Ripper. Yeah, that's a killer.
Yeah. This is like the way you've got the killer is still among us. You've got the Burning and Madman. They're kind of two similar type films.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend to check that one out as well. It goes more into the factual of the case.
I think this one's got some more gore in it than a lot of them. Like there is one scene in particular where you can tell the woman's breasts are fake, but when he's like cutting her nipples off and shit.
Right.
That's pretty hardcore. Then he even cuts a like big chunk out of her shit, and it's like, damn, what the fuck are we doing here, man?
It's kind of well known for that final sort of scene in the tent.
Right.
Very graphic, very.
And the red herrings are insane in this one. So it keeps you guessing for sure. And then it just keeps you guessing too. It never tells you, you know, like
no,
what the hell, who the hell the killer is, and all that. And I appreciate that. A lot of people get pissed off about it, I imagine. It's
I don't think I like it as much as yourself. But, what about Gizmo? how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I'm surprised that we have such different opinions. I'm on Dirk. I'm on Dirk on one thing. I do like this film a lot. I think this is the best of all of them, and I do think this is the film I was talking about when we talked about Autopsy. Was this feels actually, and what I mean about opinions is, this feels like Repulsion times 10 for me, because I just feels like the whole movie we are centered inside her head, and I love that. I think that, and it's so mystical and it's so dark, and it feels not kind of a Gialli-ish how it's shot and everything, but that's probably why I like it so much, because it's feels more like a slasher in many ways. But I do love the plot, that she's like kind of believing that her boyfriend is a serial killer or the killer. I do love that. It was,
and it points the finger big time at him, like the film does. You know, the way the shit keeps happening, all these coincidences. You know,
yeah. No, I really love that, and I had never seen this before. I haven't actually heard about it before, and it was But I heard about the one film the director have done that I heard is totally trash, but I always wanted to see that. So I was shocked that he was the one that directed this one, because he made like a cartoon or something of, not something, it was a cartoon of Titanic in Italy. And I always wanted to see that because I remember the cover art of that film. But it's supposed to be one of the worst cartoons ever made.
Titanic, huh?
Yeah, remake or retelling from Italy. For kids.
Oh, wow. That don't seem very fun at all.
But I also think the special effects in this film was amazing. It was, and it's really on the nose also with violence and everything. I love it.
Yeah, man, it's brutal. Like there's like that vagina mutilation. That son of a bitch is rough. I was like,
it's
what
hard. It's a hard
fuck
watch.
is going on here, man?
Yeah. I even like the like seance scene towards the end.
The seance scene
with the medium.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah, I love that shit, and I'm glad it's like they couldn't the seance vision. They're seeing the killer kill and all that shit. Right. But it still don't tell you who the fucking killer is. It's like, no. Motherfucker.
They're kind of seeing the killer in real time as well, which I thought was quite, unique. And the guy gets like the marks as well, doesn't he, across his neck?
Yeah.
As that guy's, it's really good.
And I also love the lead in this one. I really liked her. She reminds me a bit of the woman in Wreck, the Spanish girl.
Yeah.
It was something about her that just, she had charisma and she also had acting abilities, but most of all, she was kind of she felt like a victim through the entire film, and I love that. Like
the lighting too, and there's one scene in particular where it's like red and blue, like it's real stark contrast, blue and red. I like how that's done, where she's
the colors are fantastic.
And you see the wind blowing the fucking silk drapes and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, there's a scene with her as well where she's all in red, and it kind of reminds me of the start of Blood and Black Lace.
Right.
You've got that woman in red walking through the park.
Yeah.
Don't know if that was a homage or anything, but it definitely looked that way.
This is a late Gialli, right? This is from the 80s. Or...
86.
86. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The guy, I know this film's been mentioned a few times on this stream, The Case of the Bloody Iris, but the director, Giuliano Caminero, was going to originally direct this, but they couldn't get him for some reason. And the guy who was going to produce it ended up, like Gizmo, the guy, ended up directing it. Didn't have a lot of experience, I don't think. But it's a competent, really solid film. It's definitely one of the best. And I think it's one that we've all agree on is one of the best out of all these 6 we picked.
Yeah, I give this one a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah, this is a 7 for me. So this film I will go back and watch.
Yeah. I think I give this an 8. I think originally I gave it a 7 on Letterboxd, but I upped it by a point.
So 3.5. 3.5 out of 5 would be, I guess, a 7.5.
Yeah. That's weak 5 out of 10.
No, not 3.5. 3.5 out of 5 is just like a 7.5. So we could just do it out of 10, I guess. I'll stop with the 5 shit.
But like Gizmo said, this plays out more like a slasher than a giallo, really.
It does, especially with the gunshots. I mean,
yeah, and you've got some gnarly scenes as well, where, like at the beginning, the killer uses a branch, like a tree branch.
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
Was it in this film where they cut the pubic hair off, or was
that's
that
what I'm saying? Like the vagina
mutilation. He basically cuts
I remember the vagina, but I didn't remember it.
Cuts her shit out, man.
Yeah. It was in this one. Yeah.
It's pretty rough.
But I will just say the best thing I like with this film is actually not the violence, it's not the tension or anything like that. It's her when she is actually just alone acting. I just, it's something. That's why I say Repulsion, because like in Repulsion, it doesn't happen that much. You know what I mean? It's more about the psychological terror, and I love the psychological terror in this film. It was.
And then at the end, the way it ends is perfect. Like, she goes into the movie theater and she sees her boyfriend and she's happy because she knows now that it ain't her boyfriend. You know, I guess we're spoiling the shit out of this.
Yeah, we have to.
I don't think you can spoil the end, though, really, because
no, you can't.
It's ambiguous anyway.
But then somebody sits down beside her and just sits. I mean, and he's got other seats where he could be sitting. And she don't think that's the only thing that threw me off. She don't think nothing of that shit. Like, there's other seats in the theater, and this fucker comes and sits down, and it's POV shot like it's the killer that's sitting beside her. You know, that's what I get from it. But
yeah, it's definitely supposed to be the killer,
right?
It's kind
and then it says this was a warning type of movie or some shit.
To
young because it happens so much. Yeah, I love that also, because then the movie turned real. But isn't it based on a real life event or something?
Yeah, it's based on. That's why basically they can't show you who the killer was, because no fucker knew who it was at the time.
Right. Yeah.
Because the guys didn't get trial till like the 1990s. The 3 guys. Yeah. You can look them up on documentaries and stuff. It's worth delving into that case, actually. The Monster of Florence.
Monster of Florence, huh?
Yeah. So there's that other film, 1986, is to go and look at. And they did actually make another one in 1991 called 28 Minutes. Whereas the Italian title is 28 Minuto. It's on YouTube, but it's got no subs. That's the only problem with it. I don't think there's no fan subs online or anything. But that's another one maybe you want to check out as well.
Does it last for 28 minutes?
No, it's a full-length film.
It tricks
you. Yeah. It's definitely, from what I've seen, I've sort of gone through it a little bit. It does
kind of like does what the name of this stream does, right? An hour to kill, right?
Puts you into a false sense of security.
I'm sad we took this film now, because this is the best.
Yeah, this is
definitely one we all agree on the most, I think.
Yeah.
Right. It's definitely my favorite of all these. But
yeah, and this is actually a film I'm actually looking forward to go back and watch again.
This is my second watch.
Okay.
So I had seen this one before. This is the only one I had seen out of all these. So
see, I'm kind of surprised that you both like, because I always thought I was in the minority, because I liked this for a long time. And I only had the crappy sort of VHS DVD out of it. And there's a lot of people that don't like this film online since it's come out on Vinegar Syndrome. A lot of people don't, they just don't dig it for whatever reason. I don't think it's because of the graphic violence or anything, but it surprised me you both, liked it.
Yeah, awesome. I'm surprised that more people don't like it.
Yeah, me too.
Man.
I also love the English title for it. The Killer Is Still Among Us.
Right.
Yeah.
I kind of wish it did have an English track. I wish it did have that, but it's fine. I'm good with it.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. I don't know if this was ever brought out theatrically. I wouldn't imagine so. Didn't seem that.
But that look, man, I mean, like Gizmo's saying, her look that she has throughout the film, is gold.
Yeah, I love her. Is she's famous, or have you seen her in other things?
Let's see what I've got written down.
Yeah, she's a great actress.
I don't think she did a lot. I don't think a lot of people in this did a lot. She, as far as I know, didn't do anything of note.
Everybody keeps telling her to quit doing what she's doing. So like all the men keep telling her to stop doing what she's doing. So, every one of them that does that, you're like, okay, could he be the killer? Could he be the killer? Could he be the killer?
Right,
so
yeah.
I like how it does that too. So
the guy that plays Dr. Alex, he was actually in Sergio Martino's Private Crimes from 1993, and he was in The Card Player from Argento 2004. But a lot of these people, you've got the Professor Chiara's dad.
Right. Yeah, he does look familiar. The Card Player.
Yeah, the Professor Chiara's dad is actually, you might know, he's in The Psychic, Fulci's in Murder Rock. He's in a Giallo called Murder in the Blue Light from 1991 and Craving Desire from a Sergio Martino film from 1993. So he did a good bit, but I'm surprised that leading actress didn't go on and do, a lot better.
No shit, man. I feel like she could have been pretty big in the genre.
She got that iconic look as well about her, like a 1960s Giallo type.
Yeah, she could have hit big in America as well with that look.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see. Chris C says Gizmo is Arabella a copy of The Devil's Honey, premise wise?
I wouldn't say so at all.
Sounds a lot like it.
Devil's Honey is more about how a relationship. If you I don't know the English word for it, but if you torture somebody in a relationship, if you abuse someone for so long, they get like almost. It's not the Stockholm syndrome, but if you understand what I'm saying, like they take it up on themselves. And then they start to do the same later on themselves. That's kind of the premise of The Devil's Honey. But that's the top layer of Devil's Honey. It's not the stuff I love about it. This film is the Arabella film. I have no fucking idea what it's about. I think it's about almost like sexist drugs or something. I don't know, because she was a nymphomaniac or something, I think.
Yeah, I just think go in with it like with a pinch of salt, really. Just don't expect too much.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm respecting you that you liked it, because I get shit all the time for The Devil's Honey, and I love that film. That's one of the best Italian films ever made in my book.
Right.
Yeah, you do. No comment. But hey, we like what we like, though,
Yeah.
But that's Killer is Still Among Us. I give it 3.5 out of 5, or you can say 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give it 8 out of 10.
Yeah, and a strong 7 from me. Strong 7.
Okay, cool. So I guess we can move on to Sister of Ursula, unless.
Yeah, definitely.
Sister of Ursula. We're taking all the.
You can tell I'm a big fucking fan of this film because I've got the fucking Shameless release.
Yeah.
I've got the Region 1 release.
Oh shit! You got every damn release.
Yeah, I love it. I love this film, and obviously the Blu-ray everyone got.
That's the one I got.
This film is fucking.
Yeah.
I think this film is a fucking just what the fuck movie.
Yeah, I'll give it props for one thing. But I did narrow down who the killer was. I just didn't.
I thought you would. I did. I actually thought you would.
Yeah.
It's kind of. I think I did first time as well, but to me it doesn't spoil the enjoyment. I just go along for the ride.
Right. It's just, but I wasn't 100% either. I knew it was out of. I'm not gonna say because.
It becomes quite obvious,
Right.
as you get,
Yeah.
certainly as you get towards the end. And there's even a big clue early on with there's like a wooden dildo actually in the location of where the
you
sisters
see it
are.
you see it all the time. You see it on
They give you hints throughout the film, man. There's like 2 or 3 big hints of who the killer is.
Yeah,
big hints.
Yeah, and it looks like looks like a gnome or some shit. It's like a gnome.
Yeah,
like a gnome in one of them garden gnomes.
it kind of That's why I said to Dirk about watching Rings of Fear.
Yeah,
it's kind of the same type of instrument in a way.
Have you seen that one, Gizmo?
No, I haven't heard about it.
Have you seen what have they done to Solange? Right?
Yeah.
And what have they done to your daughters?
Yeah.
Well, the Rings of Fear is the 3rd part.
Yeah, then I have seen it. I've seen the trilogy.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's called Trauma as well, not to be confusing with other Giallo names. I know it's called Trauma as well. Rings of Fear.
It has like 5 or 7 titles.
Yeah. There's also The Sunday Woman has just recently come out from, I think, Radiance Films. That's got a wooden dildo or a dildo type.
Yeah, that's the one I bought now that I'm going to.
Yeah, be prepared for that one. Yeah, I didn't like it personally. It was kind of not what I was expecting at all. But be prepared. You might love it. Hopefully you love it.
But I don't think it's I read just about it. I don't think. No, sorry. I think it's more of a serious kind of film, more like that was taken in by the government of Italy. So this is not like on the side track like Argento and bullshit.
Right? Yeah. It just touches on the Giallo element. So that's all it does. Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it, so just.
But where to begin with this one, because the actual location and scenery in this film is fucking outstanding.
Yeah. Can I just say something quick?
Go on.
Before you tell the plot, I think that this is the film that felt most like a Gialli for me of all of those we saw in every aspect.
Right. Yeah.
And I do think it's a really good film. It's on the 3rd place of on my list of these films. Already said the 2nd and the 1st place. But I do think that the biggest draw is that, how you say it, like for me with this film, is that it felt sexy. It felt like it was a mystique there, but I didn't care who the killer was because I just think that everything else was so, like you said, beautiful setting. Everything was like nice to watch, and it was a perfect Gialli in many ways, like what I want to have from a Gialli.
Yeah, definitely. That's how I feel about it. We guess, like you say, some of the characters in this are fantastic. You've got like Stella shining with that song, and she's probably doing the worst mime act you can get in that nightclub early on with that song. And that song will fucking radiate your brain as well, man, because you keep. I love it.
Yeah. How's it go?
Shit. Your eyes. Your eyes.
Your eyes.
I'm not gonna fucking sing it.
Yeah, I was,
come on, Dirk.
I was joking with Tasha earlier. I was like, "You want me to buy this? We can listen to this shit in the truck."
I could listen to that on a fucking loop. I like that song so much.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, it keeps coming into the film all the time. Probably they overdo it a little bit on the same track, but I love it.
Is it better than "Sexy" from Spasmo?
Oh, that's a good one as well. Yeah. But that shit, Stella Shining character is fucking legendary.
Hey, what's that guy's name that's in here? The heroin addict guy?
Oh, Matt Burrell.
Yeah, he's in Don't Torture a Duckling.
Yeah. And what's quite strange about this film as well is there's a scene where he's shooting up in the arm, and he actually died 5 years later of a drug overdose in real life.
Oh,
he's married to Barbara Magnolfi as well, who plays Ursula. He was married to her in real life.
Oh, damn.
At the time they filmed this. So I think they got married in 1977.
And you know what really bothers me about this movie the most, though? And I like the movie okay. I'm not saying nothing negative really about the movie. But the title of the fucking movie.
Okay. Did you kind of get
You know what the fuck? The sister of Ursula. It has nothing to do with the goddamn movie. Like, okay, what could he fucking do? She's just there, really. Ursula's sister is just there, really. She's
right.
Is that just to throw you off a little bit? You know.
Well, I thought for a long time that it was a nunsploitation film. Like,
it sounds like it. Sounds like it. Yeah.
Until
maybe that's the market they were trying to grab. They were trying to get all they could get, you know. but just threw me off. I was thinking about that today. I was like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Like, but I mean, that's a Giallo title though, too. You know, a lot of times they don't have to fucking make sense. But
so quick. I'll go through the plot quickly if you want. So you got these two sisters. One of them's really uptight. She's not a very nice character at all. They go to this hotel where they're trying to get away from things, or they got like a backstory of their mother and their father actually dying. Although the one sister doesn't know for sure.
That's Olga. From Suspiria.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And you got Matt Perel there, and he plays like this type of just this playboy type guy. You got Stella Shining, of course, the nightclub singer. Yeah. There's kind of a drug kind of sub story going on, behind the scenes. You got the old guy who's the manager of the hotel. Who's quite in one scene he gets it down and dirty, really. But when he makes that love scene with Stella Shining, I don't know about you guys, I thought that was fucking real. He was going for it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He got his hands in fucking places he shouldn't, and
some of those scenes I ain't gonna lie, I had to fast forward that shit. I just don't need to see
it. Fucking leaves nothing to the imagination. They were and
I don't need to see 70s Bush, I don't know.
I needed to put it on slow motion, and that's in those scenes.
I already have. He's giving that. I'm sure he's giving her oral sex for real.
He has to.
It's physically impossible not to.
Yeah.
But you've got the black glove killer stuff as well, with very graphic. But they don't actually show the murders. They show a lot of the aftermath of the murder.
It shows like a shadow.
Shows a shadow. Right, yeah. And we get like the really gory aftermath.
And then their eyes get like this wide and shit. And then they get fucking pimp slapped, they get backhanded and shit.
That kind of gives the killer away though, the eyes, because I think she's the only don't want to but there's a character in it that only has green eyes.
Right.
So kind of give it away for me, but
it's not because you can tell that's a man's eyes,
Yeah, they kind of try and throw you off with that, but
right.
Yeah. None of these films you take for fucking gospel anyway.
No, you gotta be like, what in the fuck's going on, man? And then the bitch is like talking about she can sense things, and she got, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's kind of all thrown into these porn sequences as well. And you've got that masturbation scene as well with the chain. Her sister literally masturbating within 2 feet of her sister.
I was like,
with the fucking light on and all.
I seen that shit going on. I said, hey, come here. I said, is this a thing? Is that what women love their fucking jewelry so much?
Who the fuck does that? 2 feet away.
It's important for the story. Always remember that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, damn, what the fuck is this shit? But
of course, we, in all good Giallo films of the time, we get the lesbian, angle as well.
Right.
Got a lesbian love scene as well, which is always good. But this is another one that's kind of a bit bonkers, to be honest. But
it is. And this transfer was really damn good, man. I was like,
for sure.
And that opening sequence with that scream just put you on the mark. Like, this is the first thing I was thinking is that this is like a Spanish soap opera from the 80s 90s.
Right. It's completely fucking batshit. The one sister who plays Ursula's sister, I'm blanking on the name. Is it Dagmar? I think. She was in Zombie Flesh Eaters apparently, but I haven't gone back to see what character she was in that.
Okay.
You know who I want to see from Zombie Flesh Eaters? But she only acted in 8 films or something. It's the girl with the shark.
Oh yeah, she's beautiful. Yeah,
I love her in that film.
Gorgeous body on her. But yeah, I don't know what you guys completely think of this. What are your 8 to 10? Would you give it?
Oh, out of 10, I'd give it a. Let's see, what did I give it? Because I ranked it. Oh, yeah, I gave it a 6. I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I thought you might. I give it an 8 just the fact that I love the film. What about Gizmo? 7,
I think I will actually give it a strong 6 out of 10 because, and the one thing you didn't say, I think, is that it has also some brutal violence in this one. If you look at the shot where they actually show that woman and they go down on the shot, you actually see that she's totally destroyed downstairs. It's pretty brutal actually, and I was shocked when they showed that because the movie is so sensual in many ways. So and when you mix those two things together, it always shocks me. So I find it strange. I don't know when it was made.
It was 78. Yeah.
78.
So this. It's strange that this didn't hit the Video Nasty list, or I don't know if it did, but this would have been like the classic kind of movie that would hit Video Nasties with sex and violence put together.
Well, yeah, I don't think it had a wide release, obviously, because there's only a foreign language track.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the demise of the killer as well at the end is quite. You could take that quite funny in a way.
Yeah.
Because you don't see that coming, or I didn't see that coming. You see that who it's going to be, but the way she dies in the end, yeah,
I didn't see that shit coming for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
She's just backing up and shit. Ah, fuck.
And what's strange about this film as well is you've got pretty much 2 teenagers coming into the plot just so they could have a full-on fucking sex scene and get killed. That's the only reason they're in the film.
Yeah, that's why they're in there.
But that's important in every film.
Right. Yeah. I was like, I mean,
Yeah, so
y'all did this shit on the Eurocult?
I don't think we did this one.
I think y'all covered this, didn't you? I was curious to know if Dana was on that episode with y'all.
I can't place it now, whether we covered it.
She didn't. She didn't join the Gestapo's last orgy or whatever.
I don't think she likes the Giallo films in general.
Right.
I think she likes Fulci and Argento, but Martino she don't like, and I don't get that.
Yeah.
How can someone not like Torso?
No shit.
And she's a massive slasher fan as well. I'm not knocking her out anyway, but I thought Torso would have been right up there for her as one of her, favorite films, but no, not to be.
I don't actually remember the ending of this one. Who was the killer again?
Do you want to spoil it? Or?
Yeah, we have spoiled the rest, haven't we?
Ursula.
Ursula was the killer. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So there's all this backstory with Matt Perel's character is actually an undercover cop. And they bust the hotel for drugs.
Yeah, they show the back. They show. They go back and show us that. That's right.
Yeah. It's all to do with in the perfume or whatever, and obviously you've got all the kills going on. But her demise is actually she might as well say it. She falls out of a window backwards, which you're like, what the fuck? And then
that ending, that build up to that ending kind of pissed me off. And then the whole thing with she could hear her dad screaming at her or some shit, and she's running batshit crazy, like
Yeah.
But it actually has a meaning then, the title of the film, because we are following the sister of Ursula, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
I think so. Yeah, I don't know where Dirk got that from. Where you don't think it, because
But Dirk thinks that Bird with a Crystal Plumage is a perfect title for that film because it means You get the whole plot from that title, right?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what's the other one?
Four
Cat on Nine
Flies.
Tails. Four Flies. Yeah.
On Gray Velvet.
Yeah, it is kind of confusing though. Like you say, with it could be like looked at as a non-exploitation film.
I got to thinking about it today. I was like, is that to try to throw you off? You know, because like,
yeah, maybe.
Is that the original poster art? Do y'all know?
No, I don't know.
There's the original poster art.
Okay.
Fucking, I love that poster. Man. We've got the knife.
Yeah, but I think the knife I love. I think that should be the only poster. If that's the knife, I really love.
Yeah. Okay.
And they did a really shitty one for the Shameless release. I think it's like new artwork. I don't know if that's coming across.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's not great.
Not the greatest. It looks okay though.
Everything from Shameless looks so cheap. I also have some releases.
Yeah.
It's just one guy, right? Over there.
Are they still running or are they gone?
They're still going, but they're quite well known for not having good extras or anything.
Right.
But back in the day when all you could do is, especially in the UK, they were churning out all these Giallo film, Idea Killer, Torso, this.
Yeah, I got several of their releases.
They were great in that regard, but yeah, they didn't really put a lot of effort into.
Because Four Flies was the only one. They were the only ones that had Four Flies for a while.
That's right. Yeah. But yeah, they're still going. I think I bought a recent version of the Psychic on Blu-ray from them.
Yeah, I have it too, also from them.
I got the Kino of the Psychic.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, like I say, can't say too much about this film. I really like it anyway.
But yeah, I give it, like I said, 6 out of 10 for me. I
think an 8 for me. 8 to 10 for me.
It's a rewatch, but like, I don't know, certain things I don't need to see that shit. It's kind of like Play Motel or whatever, Play Hotel, whatever the fuck.
Play Motel. Yeah,
I don't know, just don't
complete porno in it.
Yeah, but I don't know.
What was Gizmo's
strong 6 out of 10. And you can think about like this. I gave the new Scream 5, not the newest, but Scream 5. I give that week 2 out of 10, and this gets a strong 6 out of 10. So it's good.
Yeah.
5 Cream. Yeah, it's not very good. No. I did like 6. I like 6 better. Though.
I haven't seen it yet, Dirk, but I'm really looking forward to see it.
Yeah.
No, I've not seen 6 yet. I did like 5, by the way.
I did.
Did? Okay.
Yeah.
I figured out who the killers were real quick. That's why I didn't. I think that's what took me out of it.
Right.
I figured out the killer in the first 30 minutes of that damn movie. But
so we got 2 left.
We got 2 left, man. My 2 picks are left. Like I guess you can tell, I've kind of been avoiding them a little bit. But
all right,
they're not horrible, but I guess let's go with Tropic of Cancer. Like you got Anita Strindberg, however you say her name,
and that fat guy.
Yeah, Peacock, yeah. Mr. Peacock, or some shit.
That guy is a fucking strange character, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because early on, when he's like by the swimming pool and you got all these naked men jumping in the swimming pool.
Yeah, I was like,
he's quite obviously a gay character. I don't think I can't gay people or anything.
Right.
But it does kind of put him in a bad light,
Yeah.
And he's like way overweight as well. He's like obese as well on top of that. Very strange.
But I actually liked him in the film because he was at least funny. Like not like the character wasn't funny, like making good jokes, but he was so strange in a Gialli film. So that was kind of funny in a way. I don't know.
Yeah.
He definitely stands out as a character.
Yeah.
Because I think the 2 male leads in this are fucking so boring.
So, you didn't like Doc Williams?
No. Anthony Stefan?
Yeah.
He's just fucking wooden as an actor. Like, he's just no...
He comes across like he's the most interesting man in the world.
Exactly, yeah. And early on, it's kind of confusing as well because the husband of Anita Steinberg character does kind of look similar.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at him early on, I kind of got confused a little bit. But yeah, this is a mixed bag for me. I don't want to spoil, carry on, Dirk. I don't, but it's a mixed bag for me.
Oh, you okay?
I love the dream sequences in the film.
It's like hallucinatory.
Yeah.
Those
when she's running through that corridor with all the black people standing nude there trying to touch her.
Yeah.
That scene was so weird. I was thinking, if that was made today,
fucking odd.
If that was made today, the director would be in jail.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this come a year after Lizard with a Woman's Skin as well, which she plays a lot of dream sequences in that. Let me describe it.
Yeah.
She is the best thing I think about the film. I don't know what you guys think. I thought she was the best thing in the film.
I didn't mind the doctor character. I was trying to figure out what the hell he's all bullying people around and smacking people around, and then you find out he's got some kind of serum or some kind of drug that he's been working on, and he could be.
Is this the one that Gizmo thinks is not, or Dirk thinks is not a Giallo?
No, that was Arabella.
Yeah,
that was Arabella.
That's the one I thought too. That wasn't a Giallo. Yeah,
I thought this was part Giallo. Really, it's not. There's kind of that serum.
It's more like that Haitian, and it takes place in Haiti, so it's more like almost like the voodoo shit.
Yeah.
Shit going on in it,
Like, it's definitely got to be recommended for trying to do something different in a Giallo film. But for me, it just didn't quite work. I did like certain aspects, though, like Gizmo said, with it. Some of the scenes in it are really good. But I don't know, as an overall film, it just didn't quite do it for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the no blood in the dead bodies. Kind of never gets explained. Did it? I mean, unless I missed something. Did that ever get explained? Like, why there wasn't blood in the dead bodies and shit? I mean, it was kind of like they talked about it, they mentioned it, and I thought it was going to be something bigger later on, But nothing ever came out of it.
No, it's the kind of serum as well was done in Mario Bava's $5 for an August Moon. Mm-hmm. I think it was done a lot better by Bava, to be honest, than this.
Yeah. You're right.
There's some good POV shots of the killer. I did like.
And then the whole shit with the guy's like, "You want to go in here where the air conditioning?" And she goes in there, and then all these fucking bulls are getting slaughtered and shit in the slaughterhouse, and she's like, "Ah!" because she sees a dead.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of animal violence in here. Like, people be warned. That's what I'm saying.
But who I like
that as well.
I gotta say, the standout character to me was Mr. Pratt's.
Right, yeah.
The comb over guy. They had the comb over. He was like a gangster and shit. Yeah, like.
Yeah, that was played so over the top that like you say, it does work. But
I liked him, man. I thought he was fucking solid.
It was in this film. They hit that person in the water like 100 times in the head.
No. That's the next one.
That's the next one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But when you're saying with that slaughterhouse scene as well, you get a really cool shot when you get that guy hung up on a meat hook.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was one of the best.
And he was the muscle. He was the muscle for the Mr. Pratt's, the comb over guy. He had the comb over. Shit.
You also got the asshole guy in Demons, Lamberto Bava's Demons.
Yeah.
He's obviously quite a bit younger in this. I recognised him from that. Mm-hmm. And he gets one hell of a fucking death scene with his face melting off, and then he gets buried underground.
And I bet
that was fucking some of the goodest, as good as I've seen in the Giallo as a death scene
for that time.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's got a lot of good things going for it,
Right. But
there's lots of ceremonies and black men and
voodoo shit going on. And,
if that's not your thing, you might not like it.
But yeah, man, I give it this one's going to get a 5 out of 10 for me.
Yeah. Oh, right. I think I'd give it a 6
Okay.
6 or 7. I might have been a 6 actually.
Yeah, it's you know, it's easily forgettable to me.
Yeah. There's no memorable apart from the odd death scene, like I mentioned.
Maybe the dream sequence, like what Gizmo was talking about, the dream
sequence.
Yeah. That is very fucking strange. Like,
I did actually like the score as well, the jazzy type score. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah. What was Gizmo's score again?
I think this is a hard one. I will give it a strong 4 out of 10. I think the dream sequences are the one that kept me alive watching this. I felt it was boring and everything, but I do love the dream sequences in it. They were, I don't know why I like them, but it's probably because the movie was so, for me at least, boring. So
no, I get that, and I can't argue with that at all.
The big dude, I liked him. He was kind of funny.
Mr. Peacock.
Mr. Peacock, yeah.
He's definitely there, yeah, for the comedy element. And he has like a decent death scene as well.
Yeah.
But so yeah.
Shot with a fucking arrow, right?
Like a spear gun thing.
I'm mixing now, I think, 2 films because it's also in the next film, or is it this one with all the dogs killing? That's the next one.
That's the next one, yeah.
Yeah, okay, sorry. I'm mixing those 2 films. I saw them on a row.
Right.
Yeah. That's quite easy to do when you've got like 6 films. That's all. When I come on here, that's one thing I'm thinking. Shit, that's why I try and write everything down, but it's easy to do.
Right.
But yeah, like I say, might wanna. I won't put it top of your list if you've never seen it before. Giallos to watch, but I'd definitely say it's worth a watch.
Yeah, and I mean, like, if you're gonna be like me, I mean, I'm trying to own them all anyway.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely worth owning.
Right.
In the VS sets.
I mean, this is like really, I'm glad we're doing this though, because we're going through the sets, we're going through some blind buys and shit, and most of these I haven't seen. So,
did you?
But I kind of regret not picking this one. I'm thinking that this might have been a better one.
Well, I've never seen that one. It's always been one I want to see.
So.
Did you get the reveal of the killer in this? Because the guy is quite a well-known Giallo actor, and he plays a sinister guy in Bird with Crystal Plumage. So I kind of knew what was coming. Again,
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, because he's shown early on in the film, and he kind of just briefly comes in and out of some of the scenes. But yeah, I kind of knew that.
Yep. But we're on to the last one, I guess. The white dress for Marielle.
Yeah, and that was a mixed bag.
Yeah, I do like the actors in this one. I mean, it's the one that I predicted. It was the easiest one to predict who the killer was for me. But
right, yeah.
I would just say to that, Dirk, I like all the actors except one. I fucking hated one character in this film, or the acting and the character, and it's the black girl.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
From the first scene she was in, I just wanted her to die.
Damn.
It was, because she was kind of written like, Italians, when they write in American actresses in films, they normally do them over the top and everything. She felt like one of those, but 10 times as, I don't know. She really bugged me through the entire fucking film.
That was Sammy, her name was in the film. She's only ever done like songs for films. I think she had 3 credits for songs.
Okay, then I shouldn't talk so bad.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised with this, with Dirk not liking as much as I thought he would. Because did you get Your Voice is a Lot Room vibes, Dirk? From this?
Yeah, I did. The atmosphere in the house and all that.
Yeah, and you got Luigi Pastilli as well, playing the bastard. Yeah.
And you had, and I do like Ida Gialli.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like you say, she's been in Arabella as well.
She was in She was in The Psychic, right?
She was, yeah. She plays, small. Right. She's in Footprints on the Moon as well. That's another good one.
And Ivan Razumov. I like Ivan Razumov in here.
He's fucking brilliant in everything, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
done a lot of Martino films.
Right.
But yeah, the cast are kind of unlikable in this.
I'm gonna tell you you're saying that the black girl you didn't like the most, but I'm gonna tell you the one that pissed me off the most. That girl and that woman in the fucking green dress.
Yeah.
She fucking screamed and cried at every goddamn thing. I was like, what the fuck, bitch? You know? Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Getting on my nerves with that shit, man.
You can't kind of root for anyone. The only guy that's kind of almost decent in it is Ivan Razumov's character.
Yeah.
It's a Massimo. He's the only guy you can really root for.
And Marielle's, she is so, fucked up. Like, old boy's like, why in the fuck would you put that dress on? You know, they have like blood stains on it, bullet holes and shit in it. And
like, it's not the fucking wisest move, is it? Really?
Yeah,
it fails.
He knew it was up, like you get that. Yeah, like, he knew. So
it does fail as a murder mystery, but I don't know. I like the childhood trauma films and stuff like that. And
now, was y'all laughing y'all's ass off at that pool scene?
Yeah,
when like why the fuck would you keep coming up if you got hit in the fucking head? Would you come straight right back up to where you was getting hit from? I think my ass would be swimming on the other side of the pool.
I thought that was one of the better scenes, to be honest.
It is, but I'm saying like I'm trying to think like in reality, like
yeah.
You getting hit in the fucking head. You're not gonna come right back up to where you was getting hit from, like
right, yeah.
You're gonna swim unless you're just that dumb or something, or you got your head fucking banged around too much. I don't know, man. But
it does take a while to get going with the kills and stuff, but then it kind of on the hour mark it turns into like a 10 Little Indians type film, like an Agatha Christie sort of type story where people are just getting bumped off. I do like that part more, the last half hour.
Mm-hmm.
Because once they start coming, the kills, they come thick and fast. But it does take a little bit of time. But I don't mind. I'm a big fan of this film. I think I mentioned it to Dirk a lot.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the underrated Gialli films, period.
I like there's a lot to like in this movie. I mean, there is, but it's as a whole, like putting it together, like
yeah,
it's just fuck, man. I figured out the killer from the first fucking scene.
Yeah, I think everyone who's watched say more than 10 Gialli films know what's
right. Yeah.
It's just I don't know. The characters are fucking shitty. That's the only bad thing I think for me.
Yeah.
But like you say, 55 minutes in there, and it just ramps up, and the kills come thick and fast.
Yeah. That pool scene though, I was laughing my ass off. I couldn't. I mean, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, the pool scene, and then you have the dog scene. That's the other kind of thing because that's pretty fucking dark.
But yeah,
the pool scene is
kind of,
and it don't really make sense either, does it? The dogs. It don't really make any sense.
Well, not really, because you think he's the master over those dogs, and but it's actually really well done. It's one of the best dog attack scenes you'll ever see.
And what was that dinner scene with the whipping? Like
that's just You've got the whole fucking racist element as well.
Yeah.
You've got
made that shit.
It couldn't be made today. Some of the like racial slurs and stuff in it. Like,
no.
And they have every animal on the planet in the film. They have spiders, scorpions, snakes, monkeys, owls. They were playing
supernatural shit, like,
But it's just typical in Italian films. If you want to show a crocodile, you need to show the tiger, the lion, everything. You know what I mean? So I like that with Italian films. They always go overboard.
I think another plus for this film is the actual Gothic setting of like this like mansion or castle.
That's what we didn't really mention in Sister of Ursula. I will say about Sister of Ursula, like the set pieces were pretty damn good. They were really good. Like everything looked really high class, classy, a lot of money, you know.
Right.
To me,
yeah.
It looked like
me too. I think that was beautiful. I think
with scenery and shit.
Yeah,
it's fucking great. On the side of a mountain type shit.
Yeah, big time. I think you can watch this film and you would not have no fucking clue that the director directed Nightmares and the Damaged Brain because they're so far apart from one another.
Yeah, you told me that, man. And Nightmares and a Damaged Brain, I fucking love that fucking movie.
I love that film as well.
Yeah.
But you can go back and compare the two and it's just chalk and cheese. There's just nothing similar in them at all. You wouldn't even know it was the same director.
That's very strange to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of the first films I saw from Italy, actually.
What's that?
Nightmare and a Damaged Brain.
Okay.
That's because of the title.
Yeah, that's set in New York, mind.
Yeah, but it's Italian production, right?
Is it Italian production?
Is
Not
it?
Sure. Well, yeah, obviously the director is, yeah. So yeah, I would have.
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't even realize. I didn't even know that. So.
I think so.
Yeah.
No, but I would just say with this film, I didn't think it felt like an Italian film. It felt like a South American film, like those classic Mexican kind of.
Yeah, it does, don't it?
Soft goth horror films where they go to like a castle or somewhere.
It does have the Tombs of the Blind Dead type vibe.
Yeah.
Kind of Spanish. Yeah. Kind of Mexican Spanish type.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I dug it. I mean, I like it better than I like Tropic of Cancer.
Yeah, me too. I like this better.
So I like this quite a lot.
But the whole super slow motion, like the opening of this movie too, I thought was, like
you gotta look exactly. Yeah, you gotta love that cover because that's from the opening scene.
Right.
I mean,
but why did they choose this movie? I mean, I'm guessing this is the best movie in this fucking set. I haven't seen the last one, but
what's the three in this set?
You got 9 guests for a killer. Is that it?
I've not seen that one, but I've heard good things.
Oh, 9 guests for a crime. That one. This is the third one, but I'm hoping this is better than the other two. So
I've heard it's pretty good.
Okay, but yeah, I won't be going back to Tropic of Cancer anytime soon. Probably,
No, it's not one you want. I'll watch this one again quite a bit. White Dress. Sister of Ursula I'll watch every 6 months or so. I know that's just me. What was the others? The Killer is Still Among Us. I'll probably watch that every year, once a year maybe.
Yeah, I really dig that movie. I like Autopsy a lot, man. Autopsy.
Yeah, I can see that growing on me, Autopsy, to be honest.
Yeah.
Arabella, though, I will put on out whenever I just go
every night.
I'm gonna suggest that to somebody that I don't like. I'll tell them to watch.
Well, let's just put it this way. It's like a bit of an alternative to Pornhub.
Yeah.
And just leave it at that.
Yeah, I guess you got that. But let's see.
Always got that going.
Let's see. Wild Wrangler says Scream 6. Saw it. Yeah, man. Yeah, I took Grayson and my wife Tasha to go see Scream 6, but and I enjoyed it. I gave it a 6 out of 10. I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Right, I'm waiting for that to come out on. Is it come out on Blu-ray yet? Probably. I
think it is out. I think it's out.
I'm hoping it come down in price because I got 5 for like really cheap. I just waited
Yeah. I would wait. I would wait too. You know,
there's no way I'm paying full price for a fucking screen film.
It don't have Nev Campbell in it.
Right. Yeah.
But whatever. But yeah, man, that's our review on White Dress for Marielle, Tropic of Cancer, Arabella, and Killer is Still Among Us, and Autopsy. I
gotta say that was like a fun fucking week for me watching all them.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with them. Yeah.
It's always good to dive into these, man. And like I said, I'd only seen the Killer is Still Among Us, and so the Gialli brain is growing.
Yeah.
And it's pulsating.
And I don't know the hate for these boxes, because I think Vinegar Syndrome is doing a great job releasing this hidden treasures for us movie lovers, and some of them are really good. Autopsy and Sister of Oslo I liked a lot, and the best one was The Killer is Still Among Us.
Yeah, I think so too, man.
I think I get it as well, because with some people it's just not for them. Gialli is just not for them, and I respect that and everything. But there's been a lot of people moaning and whinging about these box sets as well. But I'm with Gizmo. I don't know why. What do you expect, man? You know, they're decently priced. They're fun films. They're not. You know, I wouldn't say any of them are like horrible. I've heard that one is that Gizmo said the police are still blundering in the dark.
Yeah.
So I'm not
any good. Is it? Is it kind of like on the same lines as like because there's one Martino I can't stand. Suspicious Death of a Minor.
You don't like that one? I thought it was Scorpion with Two Tails was the one you didn't like.
I don't like that one either.
Oh, right, that's the worst fucking Giallo ever made. But Suspicious Death of a Minor, I like
it better than Scorpion with Two Tails.
It's not up there with his best. It's nowhere near it.
Scorpion with Two Tails is like made for TV looking shit.
I kind of don't like the case of the Scorpion's Tail as much as like
it's okay. It's okay. The Suspicious Death though, really, it's more of a crime movie. It's not really
It's a place to test.
Yeah, I would say this is also that. It's but I think also the cinematography was shit, and it's like, I don't know. It wasn't interesting, and isn't any. If you ask me, tell me I've seen in the film, I can't. I can tell you they stop a car, they go out, they look in the woods, they drive. That's what I can tell you about the film. It was shit. I think it was really bad.
Was
it was 90 minutes. I want to get paid from Vinegar Syndrome just to have watched it.
Which movie?
Police
Blundering in the Dark.
Yeah.
Is it better than Suspicious Death though? Or do you think?
The Suspicious Death. As far as I remember, I liked it a lot more than that film. Maybe you like the police film. I heard some people liked it, but
I've heard it's really cheap looking as well.
It is. The cinematography is really bad in it, I think, and it's like the third one. Yeah, the third one in the trilogy you talked about earlier, Dirk.
Red Wings of Fear.
Yeah, is that the title for it? You have.
Whatever you done in Solange.
Yeah, and the third one. It looks that cheap, like in the.
Okay.
In the cinematography.
Okay.
But it's hard to tell. I love The Devil's Honey, as you know. I love New York Ripper. I don't like that much the film you love from Full Shit. I think it's a good film, but it's not up there on the level.
Duckling.
Yeah, Duckling, yeah.
I think that's his masterpiece. Go on.
I know most people say that, but I've seen the film probably 10 times because that was the first Fulci film I ever saw, I believe. Maybe that or New York Ripper. Because of the title, when I was little, I just had to see that. And I always mixed those two films together when I got older and I hadn't seen them for years, because Don't Torture a Duckling, and then you have New York Ripper, and you have the Donald Duck voice. And it was kind of so I always mixed them together. I thought it was bits and pieces from them I put together as one film, but they are far from each other in my book. And yeah,
I think Fulci was kind of referencing his earlier film in New York Ripper, kind of tongue in cheek. One I really like that's up there with Don't Torture Duckling is
I'll be right back, guys. Hold on, I'll be right
back. The House by the Sanitary. That's a close second for me.
I like it too a lot.
The Beyond used to be my favorite by a mile, but while I still love it, like, you know, other films have kind of gone above it. But yeah, I do like New York as well, but in a completely different way. It's just fucking the violence of that is unreal. That's a film I can watch. You put on like a double feature with Pieces, round about the same time. They got that kind of vibe, kind of nasty. Do you like The Sidekick? Fulci's a sidekick.
Sidekick of
The Sidekick.
Oh, The Sidekick.
Yeah.
Fulci's. Yeah, I liked it. It wasn't great, I think, but I liked it. It was better than I expected because I heard a lot of shit about it. But I liked it. I would give it 6 out of 10.
Right. Yeah. Maybe go back and give it another watch because it's kind. I felt like that at first, and I went back to it in recent years and got a lot more from it.
But I had the same with the Perversion story he did, and I liked that a lot. It's I had to see it once more time before I really liked it.
Yeah, I've only ever seen that once, and I didn't think it was that good. It's good. It's very well competently made and all that, but I prefer Lizard and Woman's Skin over that film.
Yeah, I know many people love that. I love it too, but it's they're two different films.
Yeah, I'll have to go back to Perversion Story and give that another go.
Fulci was in every genre. He did also. I have that from '88 films. The film he made from the not the Middle Ages, but what you call it, like the.
You want about Beatrice Stancy?
Yes.
Beatrice. Yeah, I've heard that's really. I've never seen it.
It has some really, really funny scenes in it, and also some really terrifying scenes in it that I really love. But it's a drama. It's not.
It's a drama, but has it got like you say? It's got really dark elements of it.
Yeah, it's got some rape scenes without showing the rape.
Right. Okay.
So it's kind of nasty in many ways. And the woman that plays in that film, I don't remember her name, but she is one of the most beautiful women on the planet ever.
Right.
She's like, yeah. So, but I heard that Cat in the Brain that Fulci did. I heard that, or I seen a documentary of him and read about him a lot and stuff. And I understood that he was really terrible against women. That he has a really bad reputation. And the reason why I like A Cat in the Brain so much was because I think that's kind of a documentary in many ways from him on showing the middle finger to everybody that gave him a bad reputation.
Right.
Because he's acting like a fucking really bad person in that film. It's like you can't have sympathy for the good dude, and I don't know. I think you must have balls to dare to make a film like that. Think about it. If you have a reputation that says that you're the worst person in the world, like that will be like if Harvey Weinstein almost made a documentary, making fun of like harassing women and stuff.
Right. It's like
I think I've mentioned it before. I can't get through Cat in the Brain. I can't get through the first 20 minutes of it. I've tried loads of times.
But if you've seen,
I've never given up on a Fulci film.
Right. Yeah.
And also the fun part with the Cat in the Brain that I think I appreciate so much is that if you have seen a lot of Fulci films and you see that he remakes his own scenes from his films, he doesn't use the stock footage from the films. He actually films it, over again. And it's,
he did?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he just took shit from his other films.
No, and it's really good because you see it's different actors acting and different shots and everything. So it's really cool.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to show Darren this right quick. I finally got this in. I know you've seen it, but I wanted to show you on here.
Right, which ones are? I can't make it out of them all.
Here, I'll do this.
Put it on a bigger picture. I'm blanking. What one's that, Dirk? I can't see that. My eyes are terrible.
4 Flies on Grey Boat.
Oh, that's the 4 Flies cover, is it? Right.
This is the steelbook.
Oh, that's the steelbook you got from Germany, is it?
Yeah, it came from Germany, I believe. Amazon,
right.
Germany.
Awesome. Is there different extras on that at all?
I haven't compared them. I need to do that, but
right. That looks fucking gorgeous, man.
Yeah, I'm happy about it. I waited months for this shit to come in. It finally did.
You have got the new one though, yeah? Because I know you sold it in you first, but
yeah, and I got and this one, this one.
Yeah, I can't wait to get mine. Hopefully early next week.
Yeah. Yeah, Gizmo's. I think he's had his.
Yeah, I had that for a long time.
Have you both seen the actual print and the extras on it at all?
I haven't watched this. I've watched.
I've seen the print.
I checked this one out, and it looked really good. I'm thinking it's the same one. I don't know though.
Probably. It looks really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta be better than that old Shameless release.
It's crispy clear and it looks perfectly color-wise and everything. So it was really nice.
And here's one from left field. I don't know. I showed it last night, but I really love this movie. And if you got the Arrow, I highly recommend. Gizmo says he don't stream, but I highly recommend if anybody streams to get the Arrow app. They got a great streaming app, and you can watch any of their movies. It's only $5 a month, but that's where I've seen this one.
Oh right, yeah.
This is a really
French film.
Yeah, it's really good, man.
Oh right, that's the one you mentioned before. Yeah,
it's a slow burn, but it's the
lady from Inside. I love her, Beatrice something.
Yeah, it's good though, man. I really dig it.
Yeah, I'm not one for streaming, so I'm like Gizmo. I got so much fucking physical media that there's no way I'm gonna fork out for like a streaming site. But not from Arrow anyway, because I got most of that stuff anyway.
But I mean, you get to watch all the new shit that they put out too, and their back catalog, all the back catalog stuff.
They have got one on their streaming site called Crystal Eyes. It's a Gialli from 2017.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And it's not like on any physical medium at all. So yeah, Steve sent me a copy of that. It's fucking really good, I tell you.
That's where I heard about it. Y'all was talking about.
Yeah.
Dirk recommended this film to me that I hadn't seen before.
Oh yeah, man.
That film is fucking brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool watch. I never heard about it.
It's kind of got a bit of a Demons feel about it.
Yeah.
In the movie theater. I was blown away by that one as well. I think Steve put me on that one as well.
This one is also a film I recommend. Actually, it's kind of a horror film, I would say. With the dude who plays the creepy in this one passed away 4 days ago or something.
Oh damn!
Right.
So I liked it. I know people are saying it's shit online, but I don't understand online anymore.
What's it called, Giz?
Kukudi. It's a Danish song.
It's a what?
Danish song, like yeah. It's kind of creepy. Also, the film. The dog is fucking creepy in that film. It's a big ass dog. Have you seen this? I know you grabbed this as well, Dirk.
Yeah, I did watch that.
Was it good?
Which one's that?
I dug it, man. I appreciated it.
Middle of the Stone Woman.
It's like supposed to be the first Italian. Maybe it's the first Italian Gothic. Maybe the first Italian horror film, but I know I think it's the first Italian Gothic film, is what I think. But
one of it, I think it's like 1960. I think Riccardo Freire did bring out something in 1957, if I remember rightly. Ivan Peavy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've not seen Miller's Stone Woman. It's one I would.
It's not bad though. It's not bad at all, and that is a killer release. It's fully packed. You got a thick book, all that good shit. You know,
they go all out, don't they?
Arrow always does it right.
There's a new box out now with a lot of these Italian Gothic films. Lady Frankenstein. Have you got that one, Giz?
No, but I know the title you're talking about.
There's that. There's another one in there. I'm trying to think. Monster of. Is it the Monster or something, or other? Steve reviewed it on the Dead Pit show last night. I'm kind of don't know whether to get it or not, or wait for it to come down. The Monster of the Opera, I think, is the other one.
Okay. Is it a new film or an old film?
They're all old, yeah. They're all Italian Gothic, 60s, I think, most of them.
Let me catch the chat right quick.
Yep.
Wrangler says did not like Scream 5. Yeah, I didn't either, man. I wasn't a fan. It's like they didn't know how to fucking act. But the same people that's in Scream 5, a lot of them are in Scream 6. And it's so fucking odd to me that it seems like they learn how to act over fucking night or some shit. I don't know. Because they can actually act in part 6. Chris C says, great 6, gents. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Gialli brain is definitely growing. My first Fulci was The Beyond, and that's my number 1 from him.
But let's go through them once more to find out which was the best, because all of us are given different points to them. We didn't do that. Like who is on top and who is on bottom of this.
Okay. Let me run through just
the
few.
Chat. Yeah. Sorry, man.
It's okay. Yeah. Chris is saying his first Fulci was The Beyond, and that's his number 1 from him. And I agree, man. The Beyond is my favorite Fulci today. What is it? June 10th, 2023? I can't say that tomorrow. I don't know. It might be different.
Yeah, that was the first one for me as well, and that was my number 1 for a long time until I got to see the others.
Until you saw Devil's Honey. Okay, next.
Chrissy says, still need to watch House by the Cemetery and City of the Living Dead. Oh, yeah, man. You definitely do.
Yeah, those two are fantastic.
I'm a big fan of House by the Cemetery.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of all those.
Yeah. So, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think that's the one that gets less love also. So
I'm starting to see a resurgence, though. Here, anyway. I'm starting to see a lot of people wearing those damn shirts.
Yeah, House by the Cemetery is so fucking underrated. Like you say, it is getting a bit of a surge, but
it's almost like
that film.
Giallo. Almost.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's kind of a lot going on in that film. Like people just think it's just a run of the mill slasher or whatever. But there's a lot going on. There's a lot of psychological aspects to that film.
Yeah.
And subtext to that film.
Chris says that's a sexy still book, 4 Flies. Well, thank you, man. While Wrangler asking if it's raining here, it was earlier. Storming here in Texas. Yeah, I've seen some bad shit going around.
You know this, right? What movie is this?
Scarface.
Yeah.
Yep. That's my shit, man. Scarface I've seen too many times.
Yeah, I love that film.
Let's see. Chrissy, laugh out loud. Yeah, I need to watch more from Fulci, so my opinions will change. Yeah. Yeah, man. Fulci's got a bunch of shit going on, man. But yeah, let's do that, what you was talking about, Gizmo. Let's put them in order.
Can someone else? I packed everyone down now. Can someone else take them out and just show them?
Yeah, I got them.
Should we start in the lower part of the pile?
Yeah, let's go with well, Darren ain't gonna agree with that though.
Yeah, but we gotta count. I can count the numbers. I can count the numbers.
Right.
So you're saying your least favorite then?
Well, we did this whole box. We did all of volume 4. So
can I just say that the titles? I have them listed here.
I got it.
Autopsy.
Okay, well, let me get that out. I got it right here.
And I can put the numbers together. What did you give it, Dirk?
Autopsy? I gave a... So we're doing out of 10, right?
Yeah.
I think I gave it a 7.
7. And you, Darren, what
did you
give it?
I give it a 6.
6. And I gave it a 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one is the Sister of Ursula.
Yeah.
I give it an 8.
8.
A 6, I think.
Sister of Ursula. Yeah, I got it right here.
What did you give? What did you give that, Dirk?
And I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I gave it strong 6. I remember.
Yeah.
Next one up is Arabella.
Oh yeah. Shit. I mean, even the cover, man. You can kind of what the fuck. You already know.
I probably had that poster on my wall when I was little without remembering. What did you give it? 1 out of 10. Yeah.
Oh, I gave it a 1 out of. Yeah, I guess that'd be still 1 out of 10, right?
Yeah.
I think I give it
3
an 8.
out of 10. 3, and you gave it 8. Yeah.
I give it an 8, a 7 or 8, but go with 8 because I think I upped it by a point. Yeah.
Yeah, so. It got a 1 out of 10.
And the killer is still among us.
Yeah, and that's gonna get a 7.5.
So it's 7.
That's a solid 8 for me.
Yeah, this one's number 1 then. So
and
far.
And then it's Tropic of Cancer.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you give that?
I gave that I think a 5, didn't I?
Yeah, right. I think so.
I think I gave it.
I gave it
4. I gave it 4.
I give it a 6.
6. Yeah. A White Dress for Marielle.
And I gave that the same, I think. No, I think I gave this one a 6. Yeah.
6.
I give it an 8.
Yeah, I gave it 5, I think, wasn't it? 8.
Right.
So let's see. First place is with. Oh wait. We actually have. So it's Sister of Ursula gets 20.
Are you scoring them? You gonna score them up?
Yeah, I just do that so we can see what's the best.
Right. That'll work.
We have two ties here now, so that's scary. It's just because Darren gave one of the films so high score here.
Yeah, I kind of fucked things up a bit.
So, yeah, you can just talk and I can do this boring ass shit.
Yeah. So, when do y'all want to do another one of these?
I'm down with this. I'm down with every day almost.
Yeah.
I love watching Gialli. It's fun.
I'm trying to get on my.
We can do it. We can do them and just get to where we cover every single film in the 40 sets.
Right. So we got one more out of volume 5 to cover, and that's this one here. 9 Guests for a Crime.
Right. Yeah, that's one I've not seen. I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah, big time.
Let's see what that look like. I haven't opened this one yet. There's your boy right there.
Oh yeah.
So how y'all having a good weekend?
Yeah, man, not too bad. Just chilling.
Yeah, it was so.
I was kind of rushing to get my notes together, really. Like you was like an hour late. I kind of just made it.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I got the last one in, and it ended up to be probably my second favorite out of these 6 was Autopsy.
Right, yeah, that surprised me actually. I don't know how you go about reviewing films, but what I usually do is I'll watch a film and then the next day I'll put it on fast forward and just kind of write down the different things I liked and didn't like about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it can be kind of time consuming a bit.
Yeah, I did not have the time to do that this time.
What's good about it though is I've now got 4 or 5 sheets on every single film. But what I'll do is I'll kind of keep that now. So if I ever need to go back and reference anything, it's all there. That's the way I do it, rather than just chuck the notes out.
Right.
But I need to put them onto the digital format on the computer where you haven't got so much physical paper.
So now I made a list.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, on the bottom it's number 5 is because there's 2 titles that are equal. Like number 5 is Arabella with 12 points. This is like Eurovision. And then you have on the 4th place you have Tropic of Cancer with 15 points. And on the 3rd place you have A White Dress for Marielle on 19 points. And on the 2nd place you have Autopsy and The Sister of Ursula with 20 points. And on 1st place you have The Killer Is Still Among Us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of a mixed bag then, really.
So Autopsy got 2nd?
Yeah, it's split with Ursula.
Okay. Well, I'm good with that. Those
me
too. Those are the 3 strong ones out of the 6.
I think so too.
The top 3. So
I know I'm going to go back to Autopsy and like it more. It's one of those type of films. When you kind of think about it overnight and you maybe giving it maybe a lesser score than you wanted to, I think I'll go back and like that a lot more.
Let's see. Wild Wrangler says, "What movie is that?" I think he's talking about 4 Flies probably, and
oh right, yeah.
The Steelbook. And then Wild Wrangler says, "Do you all have American Horror Project Arrow Video Volume 1 and 2?"
I've got one. I've got Volume 1 with the Witch Under the Sea.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't got Volume 2, which I think got the child in it.
Yeah, I don't have either. I don't have either one of those. Yeah,
definitely decent releases though. Tons of extras and well packaged.
Well, man, I guess is there anything y'all want to talk about before we get out of here?
No, not really. Should we pick out the next titles for the line of Forgotten Gialli, or?
Yeah,
or do we want to do that backstage?
Yeah, we can do it. I guess we could do it backstage because I don't have them right here in front of me.
Oh.
I definitely could say one of my picks would be let's go ahead and complete the Volume 5 set with the 9 guests for a crime.
Right, yeah.
That'd be one of my picks. And then maybe another one of my picks would be out of this set because we covered Autopsy and there's 2 other films in here we haven't covered.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
So maybe Murder Mansion.
That's a good one. Yeah, I think anyway.
Murder Mansion and so Murder Mansion and 9 guests for a crime will be my 2 picks.
Yeah. Do you have any Darren?
Right. I haven't got them right by me. Can you reel off some of the titles for me, Dirk? On I know the first one's got.
You want me to go grab them? I can go grab them.
Yeah, if you can, yeah, just to make it easier. Because I got like wired headphones. I don't want to.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think now. I've probably seen most of them, but I'll see if I can go with something I haven't seen before. Kind of make it a bit interesting. You got any in mind, or you just looking?
I'm just looking now, but I think I will do Crazy Desire for.
Oh right, yeah.
Murderer.
That's a decent one.
I know I've seen it before because I opened it, but I need to read about it to find out.
Like I said before, it kind of gets a bad rap, but I don't know why. It's not gonna blow anyone away or anything, but it's solid, I'd say.
Okay, so we got Girl. No, this is volume 2. We got Girl in Room 2A.
Okay.
My Dear Killer.
No, I like that one. That's a good one.
Okay.
I think so. That's good.
Well, I said I was gonna put something that I've not seen before, but now you said that, I want to go with My Dear Killer for one of mine.
My Dear Killer? Okay.
Yeah.
Love it. My Dear Killer. Oh shit.
That's in the second one, right?
Second one, yeah. I think so, yeah.
My Dear Killer. We got that. That's out of volume 2. And then we got. You wanted to do Girl in Room 2A? Or no?
Darren or me?
You?
No, I've seen that one, so
okay.
I like it a lot. Okay. But I just want to check first, Dirk, which one did you take? Did you take Murder Mansion and?
Yeah, Murder Mansion.
What was the other one?
And
9 Guests.
9 Guests for a Crime.
Okay, so these two are gone then, and then I want to do this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you took My Dear Killer down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that one? That's
volume 2.
You picked
what
Crazy
I picked.
Desires. You picked. Yeah.
Desires.
Crazy Desires.
That's from volume 3, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Have you taken every title from volume 5 and 4?
Yeah, we got all of them for 5 and 4, and there's one more. Or no, that's all the 3 out of 3.
Do you have the Camille Keaton box set as well, or?
No.
Okay.
I got that one.
No.
So okay then. So my second pick, I'll go with Girl in Room 2A.
Okay.
Girl in. That's from the second one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not seen that for ages, so it'd be like watching another.
I really like that one. I really like
Room 2A. So that's we got 5, right?
Yeah, I'm still missing a title, and I need to rewatch film them because I've seen the rest. I will just take out the one he took now. Where the fuck is it?
You need to know what else? What titles?
Yeah, I need to take a title I've seen before because I've seen the rest of the titles.
Okay, so you wanted to take The Police Are Blundering in the Dark?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Trauma?
No, that's yeah. I thought it was just okay.
Okay.
I will take.
The Killer is one of 13.
Yeah, because now Darren took this one, right?
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
The Killer is one of 13. That's volume 1. The ones I just named.
Now you're making me nervous, Dirk, when you ask a question. I need to check. I take Autopsy. I'm kidding. I will take
The French Murders? Sex Murders?
I didn't like that either.
Okay.
You know what? I think I take Trauma because that's the one in the first one that I actually
okay.
Was okay.
All right, Trauma. So we got them down.
Yeah. That's good. Now I'm starting to rewatch the Gialli box sets.
So we got, that's all. That's six films. So Traumas from Volume 1. Girl in Room 2A. That's in.
Have you seen Trauma?
I've seen a couple of different Traumas, so I don't know.
But have you seen this one?
I don't know.
I've not. I've seen. Yeah, I think I've seen the killer.
Okay. Oh no! I haven't seen it. Yeah.
No, but I take Trauma.
Okay.
After this round, I actually seen all the Giallo films from the box sets, and that's good.
That's quite another, like I said it last week, but that's another good mix. That's 6 films, really. Definitely a good mix. Have you, like, obviously Gizmo's seen My Dear Killer, haven't you?
Yeah.
I don't think Dirk have Dirk seen it?
Nope.
Oh man, you're in for a treat with that one. But every time I say that, I don't like it, so we'll see. And Murder Mansion. Murder Mansion is one. Don't go into too much, like kind of. How can I put it? It's more on atmosphere and that. Okay. If that makes sense. Like a gothic, obviously. You know, you got like a murder mansion, a gothic mansion. They're all.
Let me check this. I see. We got.
Yep.
Let's see. Hold on. Wild Wrangler says, cool score, then movies, Gizmo. We got Johnny in here, Johnny's Boutique Podcast.
Oh, nice one.
As soon as I turn on the tube, y'all are getting ready to hop off. Just my luck. Hope you fellas are doing well, and much love as always. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hope everything's going good over there for you, man, on the mountain. Top of the mountain, man. Let's see, Holland. Hey, Johnny. What's up, Johnny? What's up, Holland? Yep. Sam, hey. Just enjoying the day off and getting more Gialli knowledge in my brain. Johnny says, Texas says, hey, everyone came to the absolute best spot to get knowledge from these gentlemen. I appreciate it, man. We're trying, man. We're trying. Let's see.
I've been watching Chris C's YouTube videos as well. He does some good updates and like Argento covers. And really good.
Yeah. Chris has been pumping them out, man. He's putting out videos every day, it seems like.
He's on next week as well.
Yeah. Yep.
Trauma. And then it's Girl in Room 2A. Good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then it's My Dear Killer. I also like this one.
Yeah, I love that film.
Crazy Desire of Murderer. I haven't seen this. Or
solid one.
I must have seen it because I opened it. So I don't open it if I haven't seen it, but I don't remember it. But yeah, Murder Mansion.
Yeah, another good one, I'd say.
And so this one.
We got 2 from Volume 3. We got 2.
That's a no for me.
You haven't seen it, or?
No, not seen that one.
Okay, cool.
I've heard about it. I've known about it for a long time.
None of these. So, hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. The Forgotten Giallis are like a blind spot. I'm glad to...
I think with all these films, you usually get something, even if you don't like the whole film, there's always something in there that's entertaining or some part of the film that you'll dig, I think.
Yeah.
And then we will do this one.
Yeah.
Sex of the Witch. Yeah, that's a Camille Keating box set.
And this Tragic Ceremony.
I really like that film a lot. Tragic Ceremony.
And Madeleine.
So is that a good set? I've heard nothing but shit talk about that set. So I don't know.
You hear the same with Giallos. I hear everybody online are shitting on it.
Yeah.
So I don't care.
I could have got it. I could have got it really cheap. When at the convention, but I passed on it because everybody shit all over it.
Yeah. Oh, I think you'll like Tragic Ceremony. I've not seen Sex of the Witch, but I know it's a Giallo anyway. So, and I think Madeleine got like Giallo elements in it. Yeah. So I've not seen 2. I've got the box set, but I've not seen 2 of them. But I'd be up for covering that as well. Yeah, definitely. If Dirk can get hold of a copy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got so much shit, that box set, so it's probably cheap to buy.
Yeah,
definitely
man.
get it. Yeah, in a sale or something.
Yeah.
That's Severin, right?
No, it's Vinegar Syndrome.
Okay. Well, Severin's got a set, I thought. With,
Hang on a sec. I'll do that.
I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm thinking.
But it's nice to go through those films we haven't seen before also.
Yeah, it is, man. That's what I was saying. Like, your idea, you were talking about doing the blind watches, and that's, the idea of, we pick out of blind buys. I think that's a cool idea.
It's also fun if I can pick your films, because then you can hate me if you hate the films,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got plenty of blind buys.
Yeah.
Like this Vacation of Terror. I haven't watched neither one of them.
Is that Vinegar Syndrome?
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't seen them yet.
Yep. I got that one. Necrophiles. I've heard tons about it. Everybody loved it. And,
yeah, I haven't started on this one either with from Vinegar Syndrome. I'm so behind on the Vinegar Syndrome shit.
Oh yeah, man. I almost got that shit, but I'd already spent enough money at the convention. I was like, I could have got it for, I think, $60. I don't know if that's a good deal, but
yeah, I think so. The box set I really want is the Indicator box set that comes out now. That's called something Mexican something. It just looks so amazing. I saw one of the trailers from the films. It likes got horror with black and white mystique stuff, and it looks really interesting.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
But it's expensive, so I need to wait till it drops in price.
Well, I got some box sets here. I don't know if you both got them or whatever, but I wouldn't mind covering in some stages. Have any of you got that one?
I have that. I've seen all of those films.
What do you think of him?
He's not really my kind of director, but I do like that. They hold it up again. The one, can you hold it up again?
Whirlpool, Vampires, or The Coming of Sin?
Coming of Sin, I like. I really like the plot line. I like the story in Coming of Sin, but he gets a lot of love, and I don't know. He doesn't hit me that hard, that director. But Coming of Sin, I liked.
He made The Edge of the Axe as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Made quite a few. Vampires I've seen, I really like, but I haven't seen the other two. Have any of you seen these TV box sets?
No, I never heard about that.
Oh man, these are like, there's 40 odd episodes in this, and they're all kind of like Gialli slasher type episodes. It's from the 1970s, Brian Clements, if you get a chance. They're all on YouTube. There's one, what's it called now? There's one very Giallo episode. The girl, is there the girl? Here come to me in a bit. That's a good one. I take it you've got that. Here's a view of the Gothic Italian.
No, yeah, I have that. I
almost got that, and that's like some very early Italian, like very early, right?
It's got one that.
Are those more like noir type?
They're very old. They're like, the one film in it is Beyond the Darkness.
Yeah,
is actually a remake of the film that's on here.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Talking about Buried Alive, Beyond the Darkness, right?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Bio Omega.
I only know it by. I knew it as Buried Alive when I was a kid. As the first Italian horror film I ever saw.
Yeah, that's one I really love. But that's one of those humoristic horror films. And that's a perfect example of an American person in an Italian film that I fucking hate. That fat girl that they pick up in the truck.
Hitchhiker?
Yeah.
Oh right,
yeah.
You want to see her
This
die.
Is another one that I urge you. I think maybe Gizmo might have it, but I urge Dirk to get. Is the House of Psychotic Woman box
I didn't get that. That's Severin, right?
Yeah. Oh man, Footprints, and there's a fucking really wacky Giallo type film called Identica.
On that one too, yeah.
With Elizabeth Taylor's in it, and she's fucking wild.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know Dirk has got this one. I think you have. Anyway, I'm not sure. Have you got Televised Terror?
Yeah, I have.
No, I got Homegrown Horror.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's another good one.
Volume 1 and 2. Yeah.
Here is the box that got it.
Yeah, nice. So all these I wouldn't mind covering.
What was the original film from the one you talked about?
Thriller, you on about, or the TV one?
No.
I know. It's the one with. Let me check now.
Blancheville Monster, no.
No, it's El Terzo Occhio. It's got Franco Nero in.
Is that the Burial Ground original?
Yeah, buried alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the reason why I asked you is because I actually talked with you, Dirk, about this before, about that film that I saw the documentary on the release of Burial Ground, that was a remake. And then I really wanted to see the original because you have seen this, right, Darren?
Yeah. It's not as good as the 1979 film, but it's okay. I didn't think it was amazing or anything. It's black and white.
The 79 version, or what the fuck is this? That one. I love that film, but what really bugged me in that film is that they go into some kind of storyline with kind of witchcraft or something with the lady, when they had that dinner scene.
Yeah.
But they never talk about it anything more or anything. So
right. It never turns into anything.
Yeah. So is this movie goes that into the witchcraft shit, or?
Oh God, I got to think now. I've seen it about like a year ago. I don't think Beyond the Darkness is like a shot-for-shot remake or anything like that.
It's based on the book. They said it in the documentary.
It's the same kind of murder, elements going on in it, but it's like a black and white version. It's not going to be for everyone, but it's worth a watch, obviously, because the two films are linked together in some way.
Yeah.
One we got to do as well is this box set, The Death Walks Twice.
Okay. Yeah.
That would be a fucking amazing.
I think I have all those films. I don't have the set, but I got all the films.
Is it 3 films or how many is it?
There's 2 in there, but there's another set similar as well if we want to do on the same week if you want, with The Night Everything Came Out of the Grave.
Right.
And,
I have all those. Yeah.
The Queen Killed 7 Times.
Right.
I know we've
I got all those.
Before, but...
I got every one of those.
But those are more famous than the ones we are going through now. Like the Forgotten Giallis.
Right. Yep.
Do you know if Vinegar Syndrome is releasing more of those Forgotten Giallis? Have you heard anything? Or?
I heard they're not for some reason.
That's what I heard too. I heard that Volume 5 is the last set, but
that's shit.
Because they brought 5 Women for the Killer out on its own.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're gonna be making any more.
I don't think it's sold very well. I don't think it's sold very well.
And I get that. It's a niche kind of thing.
It's not a very good. It's not a great film for to be a standalone either, though. I didn't think.
I haven't seen it yet. I have it, but I saw that.
Horrible. It's okay, middle of the road.
I asked the 88 films with the Italian line if they are going to release more because they've been quiet from them for a long time up till this January. And they wrote me back, yeah, don't worry. We have over 400 films that we're going to release. So I was just, woo!
Nice.
Yeah.
Another one that'd be good to cover is those Giallo Arrow box sets.
Yeah.
You got the black box, the white box.
The red, the yellow.
Good.
Yeah.
But the shit with those boxes is that Arrow are re-releasing films that they already...
Yeah, that's the bad thing. Like the white box, I got all 3 of those. So, and then they got that blue box that just came out, right?
Yeah.
I've got a lot of them individually.
I got those too. So
yeah, me too.
Like, well, shit, there's no point for me to buy them.
Yeah, exactly.
Just so I have the fucking box. I mean,
we can cover. Yeah, like I say, we can cover them just by individual titles anyway.
Right. Yeah.
I don't have the first box set, and I don't have the titles in the first one. So,
okay. Yeah.
I'm trying.
I don't remember which color that is.
The first one is the yellow set. The first one or the red one?
I don't remember. I have them here. What I have is the red one. I have the black one, the white one.
Yeah.
And that's the one I have.
There's one with torso in there, I think.
That's in the red.
Your Voice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the Rebel. Yeah, those are pretty much all Martino. The red box, I believe.
Right. Yeah. They're all good.
Yeah.
Even
the yellow
black
one, I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. But
let
me go through the chat right quick. Let's see.
Yeah, go
on. Let's see. Chris C says, "Thank you for the love, people." Yeah, man, you're doing it. You're always give me a shout out, man. I support who supports me. So.
Oh man, every video he does, he gives us.
Yeah, he's always shouting out, man. I was like, hell yeah. Let's see. I have my part 2 top 5 found footage films coming later today. Okay, cool.
Nice.
I am Johnny. Thanks, Texas and Johnny. Let's see. Chris C. Mexican Macabre Gizmo. Yeah, I think it's called.
That's right. Indicator.
These are great streams, Dirk. I appreciate it, man. VS has their televised terror set. I would highly recommend.
Yeah. And I think it's sad because they were supposed to release more of those.
And Chris says, I have that set, Darren, from Arrow. Okay.
The reason I brought this one up, because I've not seen any of the 3 films, is Are You Alone in the House, which I've heard is pretty good, like slasher from the late 70s.
That's the best one in the set.
Yeah. Calendar Girl Murders I've never seen, obviously.
It's okay.
Child in the Night any good?
It's okay, but I really like that first one. What was the title again?
Are You in the House Alone? Yeah.
It's a kind of a thriller TV movie. You have seen hundreds of those back in the days, but they have been lost.
Yeah, I kind of like them, though.
Yeah, me too.
There's a lot on YouTube. What's it called?
Succubus. Yeah,
Succubus. I've never seen that one.
Yeah,
I loved it. And the thing is that Mundo Macabro is starting to be one of my favorite labels because I haven't seen half of the shit they're releasing, and I haven't seen one bad film still.
There's one, I think you mentioned it last week, called Hotel Fear that I really like. A lot of people shit on it. Yeah, it's the same guy did The Perfume of the Lady in Black. That's another one I highly recommend.
Perversion Story. Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of the weakest, but as Fulci films in my book, but I think it's good.
Right.
Their releases are really good, mine, like extras wise and commentaries and stuff like that.
Yeah, I really like them. Here's the one you talked about. I haven't seen it yet.
I like it. It's not like a lot of people shit on it, and it's kind of set in the World War II, if I remember rightly. But it's obviously a giallo as well. We've got the main guy in it is I think he was in like quite a few Martino films. Luke Marinda, I think it is. Yeah, and he plays this really fucking nasty character.
What do you think of this film?
That's one I've never seen, but I've always wanted to.
Yeah.
That's a Spanish film, isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't seen it for years. I saw it back in the days, but I can't remember.
How in the fuck are y'all doing tonight?
He always throws that in.
Yeah, he's enjoying the fucking script.
Well, man, y'all want to get out of here? Or what do you
man.
You want to talk about
with this picture?
Oh yeah.
You know me, I could fucking talk films all day.
Look at that monster.
What the hell is that? The Howl of the Devil, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's a Nashi film, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, Nashi, the Nasty Nashi.
I actually hadn't seen any of his films before I saw that one.
Or I missed out on those 2 box sets that come out fairly recently, the Nashi box sets. I know they're gone out of print and like going for like really high.
Who released them?
Let me think offhand now. I'm not sure. American company. Because you got Dragonfly for a Corpse is on there, and you've got his other giallo as well. Blue Eyes of a Broken Doll. I'm trying to. I can't think who brought them out. It's an American company anyway.
Okay.
But
yeah,
they're
man.
like really high in price.
I guess we're gonna get up out of here, man. And appreciate everybody for chatting in the chat and checking us out. And
yeah, definitely. thanks to everyone. Just echo what Dirk says. Thanks to everyone.
And next Saturday we're gonna do top 5 slasher / Gialli element. How would you word that? I'll let you do it.
Slasher Giallo with a film with slasher Giallo elements is what is what Chris said. But it's going to be top 5, but there's going to be so many films mentioned from me anyway next week, because I got so many. I could fucking top 50. I could easily. But I'll mention quite a few anyway. So if people want to come along and just give recommendations, then it's all good.
And Gizmo, if you want to join, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm down for it, absolutely. As long as I am not selling my apartment next week. I don't know yet. It's going out for sale now. So.
Okay.
So
are you done? You done with the paint job then?
Yeah, I'm done with the painting now. But now it's the furniture that needs to be fixed and stuff. Before they are taking pictures.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah.
All right, man. Well, we're gonna get up out of here and see y'all on the flip flop.
Yep. Have a good one, guys. See you next week.